money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. Use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert to Horry. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign, so independent, my money be corporate. These rappers is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead, let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, man. And you can never, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you play the game, then you play by the rules. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. Money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play, you don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about.
So, money's what I'm talking about, and the video we actually recorded where CP3 got offended for playing.
I didn't get offended.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Still, can I just finish?
You portraying me in the wrong light, my brother.
Oh.
Nigga, you.
He already done that.
This.
We can't even get it out.
I ain't got through the opening yet. God damn. When CP3 got offended because I asked him to play a thug, but 98% of the people looked at him and said, "Oh, you can either be security or a thug."
Yes, very much.
98, bro.
I'm sure
It might have been 99. It could have been 100.
100, but he's being honest.
I'm trying to get this nigga like the benefit of the doubt type shit. Like, but dog, you look like a thug.
Yeah.
I understand. I do have some thug-like attributes.
Thug-like?
Like? What the fuck is thug-like? What we got?
I have some black-like attributes.
Thank you. So do I. What the fuck is thug-like attributes? Is that like it's like a sport in the Olympics? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know the attributes, big black male, bald head, they automatically put you with tattoos.
You had cornrows at one point, right?
And that they put you in that category.
My question
even
is,
though you screwed either way, you got long hair or bald head, they're gonna put you in that category.
No, what did you bring to the shoot? You brought your own props, right?
No, he brought a real prop.
Exactly.
I asked, I was supposed to be a thug in a robbery scene. And how am I going to rob someone if I don't have a weapon? And
but you could have bought a fake gun.
Wow.
A real gun.
God damn it.
When you have a real gun, I don't have a fake gun just lying around.
Oh, but you got real ones. Okay.
Just lying around.
Registered.
But he is not a thug.
It's registered.
But exactly.
No, I'm legal.
He's not a thug.
I'm legal.
So one scene, well, that scene, one of the props is a BB gun. The other prop is a real gun.
What?
Guess which one had the real gun?
I asked a simple question. He said, "Yeah, okay, I'll bring my pistol just for authenticity. You know, had to make it look real, man.
Make it because it was real.
Yeah, we shooting in 4K.
You look very comfortable in the robbery scenes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like you've done it before. Something you want to tell us?
Oh.
I have accidentally on purpose run up in some folks' house before for some things that was owed to, you know.
This is not
some
admissible in court.
like I said, allegedly.
We playing.
He said, stop.
He's not playing. This is probably last week.
Right.
Nah.
Yesterday.
I'm walking the straight and narrow right now.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I'm trying to anyway.
You trying?
Oh
How
my.
hard? How you hard?
It's a daily struggle. Daily struggle.
Daily struggle.
Last week.
It's a daily struggle. You got
Okay.
because it's a lot of deterrents out here.
You. When the fuck did you start trying to walk the straight and narrow?
Not never.
What are you, Jesus or King from Kung Fu? I mean, which
Which
nigga are you?
I had wisdom while I walk and roam around searching for more wisdom.
Wow.
That sounds like a whole bunch
So, Lady Antoinette,
Yes.
before we have a guest and we're being rude, so let's introduce our guest,
Yes.
and
my
then
sister.
and then I'm gonna tell you the bullshit that happened before
Right.
before you got here, okay?
So my sister Charlie has joined us today for a lovely discussion that we're gonna have later on today.
So, yeah, cause we gotta get to the CP3 Chronicles early.
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's like every week.
It's every year.
It's
part of the show.
It's actually an everyday thing, but we're not here every day. So we're just doing the best that we can.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll take any help I can get.
So, as he was doing his post game show,
What happened? What happened on the show today?
So, you know, if you just got out of Facebook jail, right? What is the quickest way to go back to Facebook jail?
Well, doing the same things that you did before.
Well, this time he didn't say his catchphrases.
No,
Thank God.
So he got into another discussion or disagreement.
Well, basically, he called some Redskins fan to burger flippers, and then he described someone of non-black percent. He said maybe there's a language barrier because you don't understand what I'm saying, and then proceeded to make some other racist remarks. And
in a sarcastic
when a dude named
so it makes it better.
Yeah,
Lady Antoinette, when a dude named 151 tells you, yo, dog, you gotta chill.
Calm down, relax.
If I gotta tell you to chill, and my motto is straight with no chaser, what does that say about your conversation?
I mean, the person I was speaking to didn't take offense to it.
Are you sure?
How the fuck do you know?
Because he said in the trailer, he's like, it's all love. You know, he was just going. That's actually somebody I interact with. Not on the regular, but we had conversations.
He knows you have a gun?
So he used to you?
He knows you have a gun?
Probably.
That's why he was like, I'm just gonna suck this up.
We're good, guys. But
We're good.
You can call me that again. Just call me again.
We got to go back to the analogy of the burger because I was talking about with Dwayne Haskins how they were talking about benching him already. I'm like, when you burnt that first burger at McDonald's, they didn't fire you, did they?
Oh.
When you didn't cook them fries right and get the grease right.
So you just insult McDonald's workers now, sir?
I'm just saying, if you knew what you was talking about, what you was doing, you would be in the front office somewhere. But you flipping burgers and fries, talking to
How do you know they really flipping burgers and fries?
Hey.
McDonald's don't even flip burger. They put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
You know,
now look at you.
Well, Burger King. See, y'all would jump to McDonald's. I was talking about Burger King.
Oh my God.
I mean, regardless, the fast food industry, I mean, they gonna come for you.
I mean, that's cool. I love the fast food industry.
I bet you won't go through the
I have
drive-thru
a lot of
long.
friends in the fast food industry.
You got a lot of friends in there?
You got
I had
friends?
a lot of friends in the fast food industry.
Oh,
When
what
you-
happened to them? They gone now?
When did that happen?
Females.
When'd you get friends?
That's what I'm saying. They're not friends
Most of them were
anymore.
females.
Oh,
So
they were fuck buddies.
Pretty much, yeah.
A fuck buddy and a friend is something totally different.
Yeah,
Well,
Some of them we were friends and fuck buddies.
okay, I can't wait for the battle sexist part.
We already started some topics
That sounds like a
already.
song.
I mean,
That sound like a song.
Clearly.
a whole bunch of stuff.
Clearly, this nigga grew up on R. Kelly.
Hey, we all did. Fuck that. We all did. We all did. 12
Okay.
play was
Some of us
everybody
on R. Kelly, some of us under,
Yeah, you
Oh,
know.
well.
Some of us peeing in the shower.
Hey, man,
One
look,
people.
hey,
One
look,
people.
hey, look, that was before I knew he was doing it.
Oh, that makes it
Well,
better.
she might have
Look
stole
at
it
the
from
time.
me. She might have stole it from me. Who knows?
Okay.
All right, we'll be canceled as of next week. I don't think anybody wants us back after this conversation.
It's just the first
Um,
10 minutes of the show.
I mean,
Um,
after what you
It
said
ain't
the
even
last
nothing.
show about that young lady, and then you peeing on people.
You peed on somebody?
And,
Only in the shower.
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
It's
No wonder
hard.
you're a dog owner. You like to mark your territory.
Yes.
You
It's
pee
hard
on
out
the
here for a
girls.
pimp, dog.
So,
Pause. You pee.
yeah. You tinkled on a chick?
Yes, I have.
And she let you.
She didn't know until I told her.
Oh,
why would you
yeah.
tell her?
So-
Why would you tell her?
I would have just said, ooh, I can't look
Just to see if I
at
can
that.
get
Why would
So-
you want to get away with peeing on somebody?
So let me
I wouldn't even
get
tell
let me get the
nobody.
disclaimer out first. Let me get my disclaimer out first, and then you can go to your little sports wrap up, and then we go a couple of topics, and then we're going to dive right in. Once again, for those of you that can read, it says 10 shares get your song played on the show. Email MP3 to Rockking151. If your shit is whack, I'm going to tell you. If you interrupt my show and you be like, "He'll play my stuff," and your stuff is not fire and your stuff is hot garbage, I'm gonna tell you that. Toughen up, and have a great fucking day afterwards.
Amazing.
You know,
And I'm the rough.
I mean,
You
last
know.
time you weren't, the guy got mad at me at one time.
Yeah,
Why you get mad?
because this shit was whack.
I was nice about it.
It wasn't. No, let me rephrase that. It wasn't.
Shit must be low.
It wasn't that his stuff was whack. What it was it wasn't the best song he picked. He picked a song that was and his rap on it was like
It was meh.
like if he would have did the song without the rap, I
Yeah.
probably would have gave him a better review.
And
Like if you can't rap,
he's a
don't try to rap.
He was a singer, and the song was like a real chill.
It was like a smoking song.
Yeah.
Every song is a smoking song
Well,
to
yeah,
your
to
ass.
you. That other song that we really couldn't get with, yeah.
You was like smoking
I was
song.
like, this is great. I would love this.
That's
Okay,
what it's like.
sure.
It's the vibe of the music.
You know what? We gonna turn around and you gonna have some
Oh.
glow sticks in the morning.
So
It's gonna be having glow sticks
So-
glittering and popping it and
So,
stuff.
Lady Antoinette, this dude picks me up Sunday morning so we can go do the photo shoot, right?
Uh-huh.
It's probably like 9:30, it's 10 o'clock ish. Ask him what song was he playing in the car.
What was you playing?
I was listening to Hell Rail.
Oh,
It was a beautiful day. Traveling across the bridge.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. You had your
They
windows
wasn't
down.
playing
So-
no. Yeah.
So how do you know when your black friends come over? Because that Sunday morning, you hear outside your door, murder, kill, motherfucker, murder, kill, stab that motherfucker. I'm like, oh yeah, he must be here.
He said it was a beautiful day though. Like that's not Sunday music. That's not Sunday music.
I was trying to get motivated.
You had your windows down
Yeah.
and it was real loud.
No, I wasn't blasting it, but it was, loud.
It was clear.
Well,
It was clear. It was
Let me
clear.
ask you, were you riding through suburbia with your songs playing?
No, we got that award. I know I had to change the music going down Charles County. You know what County gonna play.
But it was murder. It was murder, death, killed in Fort Washington though.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get, I got a lot on my brain right now.
That's what he was playing when he pulled up. Was murder, death, killed. I was like,
I was listening to 102.3 on the way over.
stop lying.
I
Nigga, stop.
Your Honor,
was. That's
I
what
am checked. This nigga is lying.
Exactly.
If we go to the radio right now, check on my car, you will see 102.3 on the radio.
Actually,
Raise your hand if you think he's bullshit.
Now all of a sudden he was like, I was listening to 104.
Uh,
I was walking up the
The
road.
commercial came on.
next week,
Would you
you'll
want-
come in here singing Marvin Sapp.
Would
You would never should have made it.
Would you,
Not a Marvin Sapp fan.
you on Christian Mingle last night, nigga?
Yes.
No.
Uh-uh.
You sure? Oh, you
He
don't?
was on Christian Mingle.
You sure?
What's your Christian Mingle name?
Christian folks line.
It's in the streets.
Oh, online.
Yeah, that's just
Oh,
I
just
got a
on.
Christian Mingle.
Hold on, he don't mess with
Yeah.
Christian folks online.
Because you got a place to go to meet people. It's called church. Why you
Okay,
need to go online?
we already talked about you in church.
Did they allow you in church?
I mean, I have personal reasons why I
That
don't
nigga
go
walk
to
in the
church.
church, the whole motherfucking church will blow up.
He walking to church. I gotta pat him down like, sir, put your hands up like this. How many weapons you got?
Look, I have went to a church lately and nothing happened.
Lately?
Lately?
Yeah, late, like in the last 2 months.
Well, what you going
Nigga,
to
we
church
been doing
for?
quarantine over the last.
What you going
You're on
to
there.
church for?
Yeah.
I was in the chapel church.
So-
Same
so-
thing.
What
so-
was you in there for?
I needed some guidance. I do speak to the Lord too. I'm not gonna
Okay.
We were in
Which
quarantine.
Lord? Now
What?
we ain't talking about you speak to the Lord. Lord Farquhar
When I went
was
to
a
my
Lord.
mom's retirement village.
A
they
real
had
Lord or
chapel
one of
in
them
It was it
did.
Lord Fairfax?
Okay.
I mean, cause
Well, I'm a lady, so you
So-
were talking to the Lord.
I was talking to the man upstairs.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
I
I
mean-
mean, you live in an apartment. There's a man upstairs.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
in the
know.
basement,
If you're in the
yeah,
basement, there's a man.
So when you live as the man upstairs, is he a reverend?
No.
Okay, we gotta make
But
sure.
okay, so let me just backtrack and take you back down memory lane.
I ain't gonna
So
do
there
nothing
have
for this.
been some times where you had business at a church or possibly buildings that the church owned. You know, maybe like a barbershop or a daycare.
Or a daycare.
Or a daycare or something like that. And it wasn't quite honorable. So we just want to make sure.
You got a bad track
At
record,
a
bro.
daycare, wait a minute.
You know, the daycares have workers and things like that. That's all.
See?
Oh, you want to go play with the CNA. I get it. All
I'm
right.
just saying, the opportunity presented itself, and
You ever smash in the daycare?
no, I did not.
You smashed in the church though.
No,
Oh, wait.
technically
Somebody's
no.
wife.
Technically, it was the parking
It was
lot.
across the street.
Oh, my God.
But how you know they didn't own
That's
the
why I
parking
say
lot?
technically, I don't know if they own it, but it was across the street.
Oh, but so you had enough respect.
But I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Wait.
Across the street.
But yes, you did.
You know,
She puts her mouth
All
on
right,
you.
Bill.
She was playing for you. She was
Oh
in
my
praise
God.
and worship.
She laid hands on him.
On her knees with both her hands. She was in
Hey,
praise and
sex
worship.
addict CP3. Could you give us the sports report, please, and try to keep it clean?
I'm just saying, y'all ask questions.
Without racial slurs.
No
No
racial
racial
slurs.
No racial slurs. No bag of child baby parts.
I'm in a good place.
Or lady parts.
Or lady parts.
You've
A
called,
bag
you've called
Yeah.
men lady parts before.
Yeah, but I'm in a good place.
Okay, you a good place. Even though our dear Washington team.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to speak about.
You mean the motherfucking Redskins?
Oh God, she says a racial slur. They say it's a racial slur now.
Fine.
The
Football team.
Yeah, the Washington football team. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that they butt beat, but they
got whooped.
They got whooped because of 3 turnovers, 34 to 20, 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions by Dwayne Haskins, 5 total turnovers total. It was a close game. If you check out the post game live that I did with Big Hurt, you can check it out. It's on the Facebook page.
You hear some racial remarks?
There aren't any explicit language, but if you're sensitive, there may be some things that might ruffle your feathers. So I'll give you that warning. There was no four. Well, there was a couple of 4-letter words, but to make a long story short, we broke down the reasons why Washington lost. There's been a lot of talk of Dwayne Haskins needs to be benched and he's not the guy and he's a bust. We broke down that, it's funny that a guy with only 12 starts, 3 coaches in 1 year, and only a year under his belt in college football is telling, folks telling him he needs to be benched. He sucked. But yet still you got Mitchell Trubisky who's been in Chicago for 2 years now and just got benched today, and Chicago just came back and won the game after he had another terrible performance, and nobody talks about benching him. You got Daniel Jones in New York who just got their butt beat 39-9, but you hear no one talking about.
Shout out to my Giants, y'all suck like hell.
Yeah, once Barkley went down last year for the season, y'all was pretty much y'all were lucky to win 1 game this year.
Man, we'll be trash for the next 5 years. I'm a realist.
I don't know. I'm not going to jump in. I don't know y'all squad that well to say that. Because y'all have talent. Y'all just got a young quarterback, a running back that's now injured that's going to come back, more determined. And y'all definitely got wide receivers. So it's just y'all got a couple of holes. Y'all got some holes just like the Washington football team does.
Did you say holes?
Holes.
There's some
Yeah,
holes in
See,
this
get
house.
your head out.
ask.
Get your
Oh,
head
That
out.
y'all
that
get
that
explanation on
that's
that
See,
one.
I'm speaking football now. I'm
I'm
talking
just
X's and
gonna
O's.
ask.
I'm
you
talking
sure?
some X's and O's, not talking bitches and hoes.
Oh,
See
okay.
what I'm saying?
All right. I
Okay,
just wanna make
preach.
X's
sure.
and O's, not bitches and hoes.
Wow.
It is Sunday. I had to get a little preach out
Okay.
there. But
CP3.
Dwayne Haskins, in my opinion, is going to be fine. He's inexperienced. He's young. He has mechanical issues with his footwork. All of those things can be fixed. He's coachable. It's going to take time. It's week 3, people. There was no preseason. New offense. 3 coaches in 1 year. I'm not going to make the analogy I made before because apparently it's offensive to the fast food industry. But if you're on your job and you screw something up the first or second time, did they fire you?
Depends on who's your manager.
Sometimes.
Well, if one fire one was the manager, you probably did fire
If you in
you.
your
He probably
90
gave you
if
a write
you
up
in
and
your
fired
90
you.
days, I mean,
Maybe in 90 days, no
Right.
pretty.
In your 90 days, you can get
And
fired.
you'd be 91 and he's like, you know what? I could let you slide, but you're gone.
That's.
You're the weakest link. Bye bye.
I would say something like that's not true, but it is.
I know you. But to make a long story short, Washington football team is now 1-2. The Cowboys are still playing now. I don't know if they won or not. If they lose, they'll be tied for the division. If the Cowboys win, they'll be in second place because the Eagles are 0-3 and the Giants are 0-3. We'll break all of this down tomorrow night on Sports in the Hill podcast on True Radio Network starting at 7 o'clock. We start out with the Nationals last week of the season, which they decided to play good for some reason, which really blows my mind. They swept sweeping teams and putting up 13, 14 runs and shit when the season over. But, you know, they didn't get a chance to enjoy their World Series championship and have all the fanfare that they would normally have because of the pandemic. So I'm not really mad at them. I just wish, we would have had a full season of baseball, but nobody anticipated this. After that, we'll be getting to the NBA conference finals and talking about the Lakers making it to the NBA finals. Then we'll speak about the Washington football team in great detail in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm not sure. I have Dujanay or Robbie or somebody will be breaking it down. And then after that, we'll be breaking down the Stanley Cup finals when Dallas forcing Game 6 against Tampa Bay tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We'll be talking and breaking down that game as it is live, giving live look-ins and talking everything sports. DC Sports on the politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby.
All right.
That was so emotional. I got teary eyed and
I
shit.
did too,
I
bro.
know.
I
You
don't
did
know.
so
I don't know if it- I
well.
don't
You
know
did
if
so well. I mean,
You did
Clap
so
it up.
well.
clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Right. Woo!
Try not to murder nobody on your way home now.
Right. No busting caps.
I'm going home to relax for a new job. I
Okay.
got a jizza.
All
I got
right.
a jizza.
We gonna
Jizza.
cheers to that.
I'm drinking that.
So I got a couple topics first before we get into this. Carly B faces backlash after a fan tipped her $800 to say hi on her OnlyFans page.
Say what?
Her fan tipped her $800.
So what's the
that she can
backlash
say
for?
hi to her.
So
Really?
people were like, "Well, damn, you paid $800 just for her to say hi,"
I mean,
and
Hold
so
they
what
was
she-
and people got mad at her because he tipped her.
on. Like, you said, okay, as a female or a male? Not that it makes a difference. I just.
It could be a turtle, but I mean,
Yeah,
it was probably honestly, if someone tipped Cardi B $800, it's probably a dude. It's probably a dude. It's probably
Not in today's
It-
But just to say hi to him?
but it's not Cardi's fault that the fan wanted to spend money. You know what I mean?
No, it's not her fault. I'm not hating. Like I said, I'm just hearing the story. I had no idea about the story, but the fact that they're saying that folks are upset because somebody spent $800 just for her, just for her to say their name is kind of crazy. So I mean, I don't know how there's backlash. I mean, like they say, if it ain't tricking, if you got it. If he got 800 to spend,
well, is it her fault that he spent $800
nah.
for? Like if someone tells you CP3, I wanted to give you $800 for you to, I don't know, piss on their leg. You probably do it for free. But if someone told you that,
my cash app is send that money this or because
Do you?
you can't fault anybody for taking money because somebody wants
Hmm?
you to do something.
I gotta run the board. Um. So if you did that,
Hmm.
I'm sure you've done some cruddy stuff for money.
I have. I'm not gonna lie. I
Okay.
never lie. Yeah, I know. I never lie.
For
$800.
but would you be mad at her? For one, do you think celebrities should have OnlyFans page?
Yes.
I mean, it's. I don't see no reason why not.
If
If they,
strippers can have
but if
it,
they're gonna have exclusive content, then yeah. If you're gonna be willing to, show the cootie coo and the hootie hoo and all that other good stuff, then I say go for it. And
But
that's
but 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 here's the thing.
uh,
So who says they have to show the cootie coo on their OnlyFans?
that's the problem
they
they're
don't
having
have
with
to.
that's the problem we have with Bella Thorne. If y'all recall, she made $1 million in one day on OnlyFans, but a lot of those folks, or half of those folks, want their money back because it wasn't explicit content. It was
But
just
here's the
her
thing.
doing off the
But
wall
that's the
stuff.
thing with OnlyFans. Like you are taking that risk that you may possibly get to the point where, okay, I'm buying this. I don't know what the content is going to be, and I'm just going to go ahead and spend my money.
So
And you can't. That's a buyer's risk when it comes to OnlyFans because you can do that for
because
your fake porn stars that you pay for, and they get on there and they're telling jokes. You know.
and here's the thing, it's called OnlyFans. It doesn't say only sex.
There you go.
But what is your? But it's made for explicit because it says in that. I'm not saying that I know about OnlyFans,
You do.
We can tell.
We
Go ahead.
what's your membership name? CPPP3.
Yes, sir, with three E's.
I bet. You
Nah,
fuck.
but it's supposed to be for explicit content that you can't get anywhere else. And I know you've all seen the meme that somebody posted. Dude was mad because he wanted a refund because all she did was sit there and play hula hoops for 17 OnlyFans videos. Like I want exclusive content. I could watch somebody on the street do that shit.
But
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 it's exclusive content. You're a fan. That's why it's called OnlyFans. You're a fan of this particular person. You have chosen to sign up for their service, whatever that service may be. That's the problem with OnlyFans, is that you don't know what the content is going to be. So you can't get mad at Cardi
No, no, you can't
because
get
the
mad.
fan wanted to tip her $800. That's not her fault.
No, you offer me $800
I'ma
to say
take
hi.
it.
I'ma say hi. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wave both hands.
Right, and who's to say Cardi wouldn't have done it if it was $20? You see what I'm saying?
funny that she probably did it for free.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's the thing.
saying.
That's what
So
tripped me
you
out.
can't be mad at her.
Why was that important for you to spend $800 on this to say
My
hi to
thing
me?
is, if you tipping, period, a tip is a tip. You not tipping saying it's not like Cardi said, "Oh, if you want me to say hi, then drop $800." If that was the case, then yeah, you can come for Cardi, cause Cardi don't need that money.
Well, she might.
Shit.
No, Cardi
She
is
probably
worth
ain't more than
23 million, and he is worth 26. Well, I think Cardi's 24
He's
now.
actually worth more than that.
He's worth 26 mil,
See,
and Cardi's worth 24.
I never
She
understood
don't
the
need the money.
I never understood the need to be worth 5 mil. So.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a fan of
Um.
girls, but whatever.
Well, you got
For
it.
real?
Yeah.
He's worth 26 mil. Cardi is worth 24.
Well, I can see her being worth that, but him?
Well,
Migos been around for like 10 years.
For real?
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I ain't
They've been
never
around
heard of
10
that.
years and he only,
Well, see, I'm not a fan of the current hip hop. Everyone, I'm not a current.
I'm not a fan of Migos. I will say
Anything
that.
after 2005, I'm kind of like a blur on. Because that's when it turned shitty, in my opinion.
Oh,
I mean,
2005?
that's when it got ridiculous with chicken noodle soup, the soda on the side. That's
Oh
why
my
I'm
gosh, I remember
that. Yeah, because I was making beats. And I actually stopped making beats when that song came out because I was so insulted that if I would make a track and someone put something like that on it, I would go smack them with the
Who
CD.
would have
Why would you smack them if they paid you
Hold
for it?
up. Who would
Because
have ever thought you would have been so emotional
I was younger.
over a song
An
that you
emotional
stopped
buzz.
making beats?
Because it was
Was your
the
cornrows too tight that
it was
day?
diverting into the rap industry.
I mean, but what that got to do with the music and the beats that you do?
Yeah.
It took my motivation away.
When
But
somebody
long
can't
with
say, I ain't
us,
never
long
gonna
with
say
shit,
no
we ain't
song.
broken into and some other stuff happened that me and my boy had that, you know. But that's
People ain't quit singing when Keisha Cole came out with Love.
Yeah. Or Ashanti came out with anything she
Baby.
sang.
hold up, hold up, hold up.
Anything,
Well,
baby.
I
They
was
didn't
getting on
stop.
Ashanti now. I was an Ashanti fan.
I mean, Ashanti's cute and
She cute, but the baby can't sing. But I mean, she got more
She
What
was
ain't better than Keisha?
But Keisha came out
I
with
can gargle
Love.
one
Let's
better
be
than Keisha.
real.
I was really a big Keisha.
And that song was popular. So, and people didn't stop singing because of that.
True.
They didn't stop singing when, what's that man named 50 Tyson came out. They didn't stop rapping and stuff then.
Or JJ, I
I
say
say
JJ.
Oh my God, I JJ Fish.
Something about you, girl.
I'm not even going. I'm not even going there.
I'm
But
just saying, you know.
well, like I said, I was getting into the game. I was learning. I was,
You was
used to the
emotional.
G5.
And you was emotional.
Yeah, I was a different dude then. I was doing, that was in my
But
middle
you said
school.
2005.
Now I might be this, but I think it was I was about mid 20s when I started doing beats. So that would be
You waited
yeah,
till
about
you was
2002,
20 to start doing beats?
because it just clicked for me. I didn't know I was good at doing it until I started doing it. Just like with this podcast and the radio stuff, I never knew this is what I wanted to do until I got into it in my mid 30s. And
Like
now once
sex,
I
you don't know you're good at it until you start doing it.
into
I'm like, I
so
get
somebody
it.
or somebody
Okay.
tell you you're good at it.
Somebody
So
somebody
Yeah.
told you was good at it.
Well,
Well,
see, this is going to something about it with sex.
Wow.
Oh,
I had it. I didn't know that
I'll drink to that.
I had an never mind, we'll talk about that later. But what's going on?
Hey,
But yeah, like us dudes, we don't know these things unless women tell us because we don't go around. Cause like women, y'all to go, check out other women's breasts, check out other y'all talk about stuff like that.
who said that?
What the-
I did
what-
that? What?
What?
Come on,
Now, hold on.
I grew up in a house with four
Wait.
women.
What
I
does this
know
have
what
to do
goes-
with what you talking about?
Because I'm trying to loop it
You-
in. I'm not trying to loop it in without being graphic.
Somehow you came
I'm
over
trying
to
to-
boobies.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to-
understand
I'm trying to
how
be-
we got
I'm
there.
trying to be PG-13.
How do we get to this
Women
this
looking
time?
at
We got
boobs.
here, but we're here.
Women
because
looking at other women's breasts. How did you get there?
Because men don't.
We went
talk
from
to
beats
men
to
about
breasts.
our
We went
bodies.
from beats to beats.
But what
Women
does that
do.
right?
So we don't know these things unless women
Titties
tell
and
us certain
tie-dye.
things.
Okay, well,
That's
I
the
don't
point
know
I'm
how
trying to
we
make.
got there.
Look,
Maybe
because you were
that's
saying about someone telling you you're a good lover, you don't know until someone tells you. That's the same thing with us
And that's
men.
subjective,
We don't.
though.
Well, I know in all of my experiences.
Here we go.
Here this
I'm just
Here we
saying.
go.
No, I'm not.
Tell me what they
bragging.
say. What they say?
Talk your shit, young nigga.
I'm not
Talk your
bragging.
shit,
I'm
kid.
just saying
What they
certain
say? They
things I
say-
don't know until a female tells you that you're good at doing something. You think that
What they tell you that you
Bitches be
Yeah.
lying.
Now when you get that return trip, as long as you get the return trip, then you know
No,
you're
sometimes
right.
How many bored ass return trips
That's what
I
I said. You be bored.
Man,
Oh, really?
baby, come over, come see
Valid
me.
point,
I
valid
miss
point.
you.
You might
I
have
don't even like that
right.
nigga.
Yo, first of all, CP3. First of all, CP3, you know damn well males do the same thing. Just because a girl could be whack in bed, if you bored and you like, damn, I ain't got nobody else to call. Nigga.
I am different. If you whack in bed, I'm done. I
And
can't
if you
do
bring
it.
in
I can't do it.
$40, I mean, I'm just saying she might need the money.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She
Or
Right.
she might need a chicken
So,
sandwich.
Yeah,
so,
that's cool. But if you whack in bed, I can't deal with it.
so,
Okay.
are you,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
you not gonna give it a $40?
If I'm paying 40 and it's whack, I'm getting a refund. Fuck that.
You some
I'm pulling
cheap
out.
bastard.
I'm pulling. You goddamn right. I used to be able to talk my way into it. I gotta pay 44 now. That's some bullshit.
$40. That's in the words of my friend Sean. That's LBP, low budget pussy. If it's only $40.
Well, it's not
Think
even.
about
It's not
it.
even
You could
pussy.
buy her some carry out. That's
Honestly, it's not even
$15.
pussy.
Yeah.
I just use their mouth for like 20 minutes and I'm done.
So the head is whack, you want a refund.
Wait a minute.
You just want a refund.
Why
Whack head like I want a refund.
Why it take 20 minutes?
See,
I'm getting my money's worth, goddammit.
if it take you 20
It's
minutes,
inflation on this
you've been
motherfucker.
robbed, brother.
It's called holding
You've
back.
been robbed.
It's called holding back.
20
I know
minutes,
how to
you've
hold
been
my
robbed,
I
brother.
know how to hold my shit.
Ain't no
Okay,
way.
alright, brother.
If you spending money, you're not spending money to buy the pussy or buy the head. You spending money for them to leave. That's where y'all got it messed up.
That's cool.
It came from
You
four
You
brothers.
can get head for free. You can get head for free.
That's true.
If I'm gonna pay for some shit, if I was a man, because I have a
And
vagina.
if you was to
Exactly.
act,
Exactly.
if you
You
was
don't
to
understand
act
the
right,
struggle.
no. If you was to act right, these chicks would just love you. Stop
It's
being
not
so
even-
mean.
I used to get that
Act
love. When I was,
right.
see, that's the thing that trips. See, we get into
Because
the
you
battle.
was mean.
See, we
Let's-
get into the battle of the sex and stuff now.
You
When
just-
I was an
fine.
asshole, they loved me. Now that I'm trying to, now
So-
I'm passionate, empathetic,
Man,
I get
All right, Mike
bullshit.
Jones.
You
all
can
right.
get head and
Who?
ass in this
Like
town
us.
quicker than you can get a sandwich. It's all in. Say what you want. That paying shit, you don't have to pay to play.
I don't.
You
All
pay
the
for
time.
them to go
All the
away.
times get hard.
Huh?
You do what you gotta
You
do.
don't, cause for what? Look, it's the same thing. Females
gotta
and
know
males
what
say
to
the
say.
same stuff to each other all the time.
Mhm.
But one won't do, another one will. But one
Mhm.
won't do. Look, it's a numbers game.
See, exactly.
You send out a text
from the
message
female
with 5
perspective
different-
that has all the numbers.
Nah,
You don't understand. Having a dick is a whole different ballgame.
that's not true though, because
It
it's
is
more.
true.
It's
I
more.
have
It's
some
more
male
females
friends
than
that
males.
they
Oh,
get.
I know ugly
I
niggas
remember.
that
I
get
used to be.
more
As
ass
I said,
than
I'm a horn
toilet
recovery.
seat.
I remember.
A whore and
I was
recovery.
slinging dick for days. I understand. But now it's a for me. It's a, I mean, I
Because
guess
you're
me
trying to
being
be a
older.
good guy.
That and
Would
I'm
you
older.
whore again?
Huh?
Would you whore again?
Yes.
I was contemplating it. Yes,
Yeah,
I've been
see?
single for 6 years.
Yes.
I'm like, I
So you-
obviously-
so you
I
really
must not
was-
be built for relationships, so I must be built to be
He
a whore.
will
So you want a whore again?
I don't want to. I
I'm
want to be in a relationship.
answering.
I want
I'm
to
answering. Yes, he will.
I want to be in a relationship, but in a committed relationship. That's what I want.
It-
But obviously, it's not.
So let's-
good for me.
LL, you need love.
I do need love.
That's
Studs
so
need
hard.
love too, damn.
So let's
I like to be held. I like to be held.
Let's
I like
ask
to be
the-
held sometimes.
let's ask the real question. Do you think that you could be committed in a relationship?
I honestly think I do. I honestly think I
Your
can.
Honor,
Because
Now-
I
that
do.
nigga's one.
Now, yes,
Now
now.
you can.
Now I can. I've been single for 6
He
years.
said now he
Now
can.
I'm back in my past.
All
I
right,
was doing too
you
much
going to
shit.
Sierra?
But
Been
there
dating
are
for a while now.
I have been. It's been 6 years, baby. It's a long time.
So-
Go ahead and get your
so a
Russell
leopard
Leader.
don't really-
My pinky out.
Rosalitas.
Go ahead and get your
You know what,
Russell
though?
Leader. We'll
wait a minute, because I don't want people to think we ganging up on you because
no.
your track record.
I have a fucked up track record.
Exactly.
So it's not like they don't take it as that. This is all
And
in
we
front
trying
of,
to get you on
they're
point.
trying to have a Black Dr. Phil moment with Black Dr. Phil. I don't
We
know why
gonna
they're trying
have
to
an
do that shit.
intervention.
Hey, you could be Black Dr. Phil. I'm a Yama. I'm
Oh,
gonna fix the
Lord.
nigga life.
Oh, I know. Let's
It's
get
all
to
up.
it, crying on her show.
They be crying too fucking much. I be
Well,
like,
Oprah don't pop up. We alright.
Okay. Well,
She-
no,
Oh,
Oprah
she
can
did.
come.
She
I'm
matter
gonna
of
get a
fact,
card.
she
I'm gonna
need
get a
to
new
pop
card.
up.
You
She
get a
finance
card.
the
You
business.
get a
Right,
card.
I'm gonna get a card and some money.
Yeah,
for Oprah.
you get a
I know
card.
She don't like being called auntie.
I ain't
Call
gonna.
aunt,
I would never call her auntie.
You gotta call her, come here, granny.
Oh,
Shit, the bitch don't want to be called.
look, I need Oprah and Ellen to
I call her
come.
Miss Winfrey.
Nah,
She
They
call me
both.
shit.
Ellen be giving out.
would you still hit Oprah?
Uh-oh.
Hell yeah.
What?
I mean, you talking to him.
Uh
Would you still hit Oprah?
oh.
Don't lie, nigga.
I mean,
You a smooth
if there's
ass.
a chance of getting some financial compensation out of it, you goddamn right.
Shit, I'd hit it for free. Okay?
I'm about to say, because what if Oprah like what you serving?
Then you gonna have
I
it
ain't
for
saying that's what
life.
I'm saying. I'm not saying the first
I
time.
mean,
but
look at
Look.
Stedman. Stedman good.
Would
Stedman
you?
gave her that for life.
Stedman licking ass.
Would you?
Yeah,
Would you?
what's wrong with
Would you
little
lick Oprah's ass?
Yes, I would. I'm not saying I would. Yes, I
He's
would.
a bottom feeder.
Fresh out the shower only though.
Oh, yeah.
I got standards.
It's Oprah, whatever. You lying.
Nah,
Nobody
fresh
eat no
out-
butt
well,
chips.
It's Oprah. You lying. You lying.
If she put a checkbook on the joint and say eat my ass right now, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say
I'm
that.
about to
He
Probably-
said he gonna eat that like a cupcake.
If I got an option, I'm getting it. I'm like, get that ass in the shower. And I'm washing that ass.
He like,
I'm
what
sorry.
do you say? He gonna call her Miss Winfrey?
Yeah, Miss Winfrey.
Miss Winfrey, can you please
Can you
wash
please
your
lift that
bum?
left cheek a little, please?
Please.
You know the things that
wash your high crack.
the things that get admitted on this show is really just.
Man,
Right.
you know I ain't got no. I'm a Scorpio, baby. I ain't got
I'm
no
a Christian.
gut
I
card,
don't do
baby.
none of that. I walk with the
Says
Lord.
the lady
I'm
who
glad it
just
stopped
said all
raining.
that stuff.
I'm glad it stopped raining early. We ain't got no lightning over
It
there.
can
These
come
mics
back.
all hooked together.
So
Now, I'm really the good one.
so
Yeah,
ladies,
nobody move out the-
have y'all ever treated a dude like how dudes treat females?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like up in row?
I would never.
What does
Yes.
that? What does that feel like?
It feels empowering.
Until the
Some
dark.
people, I have a problem. Okay, my problem. I grew up a tomboy, and when a guy is cocky, I make it my life's mission to humble him.
Damn.
I'm completely opposite. I would never.
She's lying.
You would never.
I would absolutely never.
She's
See,
lying.
I'm a lady,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lady.
and
That word
Sir.
get thrown around a lot.
This is-
that word get thrown around a lot around.
But no, but I really
Sir.
am though. We'll talk about that offline.
yeah, no. I don't get any gratification from that.
So
as much as
She do it on accident.
yeah, it be on accident. It's just like
Accidentally.
Wait, why she's had to take a breath?
She's trying to get
She
her.
having a moment. She about to cry.
What had happened was.
so like in my younger days.
She young as all outdoors.
I know.
That was,
She's the
like,
youngest one in the room.
that was
bro.
yesterday.
She's the youngest person in the room, by the
That
way.
was yesterday.
I'm pushing 40.
I'm past
She
40.
said she pushing 40. She
I'm
lying.
Pushing 35.
Okay, yeah, okay. So in my pinky phase,
Oh,
I ain't
Oh,
mean to do
shit.
this. Shit would just happen.
I
Like
ain't playing, nigga.
I would love you today. I would be all about you. You the one.
And then
Your homeboy look good too though.
Oh,
like
shit.
we could make this work.
Hey.
No,
You know,
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's HBK back in the day. But no,
The homeboy
I don't.
though?
Man, listen, like that lifestyle. Listen, yeah, man. Listen.
That's wild.
like I said, she did it on accident.
It was on accident though.
Here's
Like
the thing.
a couple of times, like I ain't know they knew each other, and you know what I'm saying. Like people be like, "Are you in a relationship?" No. I mean,
That's
several.
true. But hold on. Here's the thing. One thing I can say, Facebook has helped when it comes to acquaintances.
Yeah.
Because
man.
now you can see people's pictures. Oh, you in a picture with dude. Oh, y'all friends.
Yeah.
Or, oh, how you know
Right, because you know, like if they at a wedding and they standing by each other, you like, dang, they both groomsmen. But if they in a wedding
and that's the best man.
Not even that's the best man. Like they in a wedding and you in the front row and you got on the same mattress up as everybody else, and then there's a picture of you over here in the crowd, then I know y'all not that close. And the likelihood of y'all conversing about females is slim to none.
No, they can still talk.
Not necessarily.
I'm still tripping off the accidentally.
It was, because here's the thing: if you have a certain type of personality, okay, you can accidentally treat a dude the same way that they treat women. Yeah. And I'm saying this because the reason why I could say yes so easily is because that's just my personality.
You get a kick out of that shit.
But no, it's funny. Sometimes I do it on purpose, and sometimes I don't. It's an accident. So yes,
she don't have no heart. I got a heart.
So how do you get? How do you get rid of? you call it bullshit?
I call them bullshit.
How you get rid of what?
How you get rid of? Like when you put it on a dude and you really want him to go away. Like how y'all get rid of him?
You insult his intelligence and damage his ego.
That's too easy for women. They know
oh my
how. They know
that's
how.
what you do.
Exactly.
Damage his ego.
No.
But I'm gonna tell you, he gonna come back. That's what they do. They still come back around.
You
Well,
so that's what I do.
Now, see, like myself.
When I give him something, I'm ready for. You mean like ready to leave my house or ready to like
leave you alone? Right?
Like this motherfucker get away from me.
Yeah.
You mean like in the moment or like I want him to come back or like we done?
We done.
Done.
Oh.
You gotta hurt their ego.
So should I say this?
Go ahead. Don't use names.
Please don't. We don't need no calls tonight.
Put that number out there just in case. Just in case one of the CP3s
240
friends want to come out.
324 6110.
Or the Pinky Recovery Service, because we understand that there are a lot of people out there that have been hurt and damaged by Pinky, and we want to help
Don't
you.
do me like that.
We want to help you. We want to provide.
Let me look ever so.
We want to provide counseling and services to you.
If I ever hurt you, I ain't mean it. But you probably deserved it.
Which is it?
I didn't mean it, but you probably deserved it. I'm a nice person. I've always been a nice person.
Yeah, well,
half the reason my exes hate me is because I'm a nice person.
That's why they hate you?
well, I mean, that has happened to me too.
Right.
So
Like when I be like, hey, look, like, you know.
Like, I don't want to hurt you. You're not the one for me. But you're an awesome man. You'll make somebody happy.
Man.
Women.
That is just so belittling.
They know the daggers to go to your soul.
So if I tell
That
you
will
I
have
ain't,
you standing in the shower listening to Carl Thomas
Okay, but you
crying
want.
if I
in the
tell you,
middle of the
look,
night.
all right,
Talk about summer
Okay,
rain.
but my question is this: do you want her to tell you the truth in a
Yes.
nice way, or do you want her to pretend that it's something different?
Well, see, myself, I'm different.
I
I
tell
know
you
most
quick,
of these dudes
I
out
ain't
here are
shit.
soft and whacked and play that game. Me, I would rather you be straight and up front and
Okay,
honest.
so what was the problem?
No, I'm not saying with y'all, but you saying accidentally. Y'all know how y'all
No,
words
I
can
didn't.
hurt.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't be
Sometimes
saying
I do
mean
it
stuff.
accidentally.
No, she just no.
I don't have a filter.
She don't know no Jesus. That's what's wrong with the child. That'd be like, look, so
Lady
That's like the
Antoinette.
third Jesus reference.
Lady
So I think we're going
Antoinette.
for a record today.
Well, we said that you was
That's
gonna
funny.
be here next week singing.
Yeah, I'm just
Never
trying to,
would have made it.
I'm just living my life trying to stay out of trouble and have fun in the process.
Man.
So CP3,
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Ask him.
how do you get rid of somebody? Or how have you got rid of somebody when you was like tired?
That's a couple of complicated stories. I mean, you mean
All I just need is
past,
one.
or you mean currently?
Either or, nigga.
All right. Well, currently I don't really have any, body messing with, so I can't even go for currently right now.
He's
But
single.
in the
Ready to
past,
mingle. Yes.
normally, if I love you, I'm a Scorpio, so I love hard. And once I'm out of love with you, I could.
Nigga, stop throwing disclaimers and get on with the fucking story.
I'm trying to give context to some of the things that I do, so I don't want y'all painting me in a thug light.
Nigga, you already painted a thug light. Just go ahead with the story.
He acting real light skin right now.
You know, I'm brown, goddamn.
Hey.
They got my tits.
Wait, nigga, you don't have his
I think I got my tits. Leave me alone.
This nigga out here.
It's been partly cloudy the last couple of days.
This nigga is breaking right now.
I mean,
dog, she just said you acting like skin. That is like the ultimate insult.
I know. I'm glad it comes
Well, why
across
gotta
the
be
table.
an insult? Because you know what we talking
Light
about.
skinned females are cool. Light skinned dudes, we all know
I'm
about.
just
that.
saying.
Nah, light skinned females.
But you just said something about listening to Carl Thomas in the shower.
They'll be
You're
like,
crying.
Yeah, because he's so emotional.
That's light
skin. You about to?
That's light skin stuff.
Let's just say there are plenty of ways.
He gonna be in that train listening to Maxwell.
What do you do?
I mean,
He
I've
listening
done
to Drake.
several different things to get rid of a female. I've actually had to physically lift a female outside of my house and close the door in her face.
I'll say you like them crazy.
Damn.
I've had a couple of.
Oh, you
females.
like toxic
He
pussy.
like it crazy.
I don't like it. I just seem to find it.
Oh.
What's the difference?
Oh, see.
It's good when I get it, but I wasn't expecting it. That's the difference. And then
Nah,
when I find
nigga.
out that it's crazy and good,
I'm
it's
sorry.
No.
Always say
No.
y'all ain't know she was
No,
crazy.
there's red flags. And
How
you,
many
There's-
times
you decided to
how many times
go
she
it
called
depends
you
on
when she
how
got
long.
the
It
number?
depends on how long you've known the female.
You can find out in the.
Okay, wait. How long you known her before you? Never mind.
I don't go from the status of if you give her the pussy the first night, you're a hoe. If you give her the pussy the first night, means you know what you want.
Nah. Usually, I'm gonna tell you some God's honest truth because I've been a toxic female for most of my life, but I'm not.
It's the first time I've heard a female actually admit that. That's beautiful.
That's the point of this podcast.
Yeah, that's
Listen.
beautiful.
She know how she is.
I tell you quick, I ain't shit. And
I
if you
ain't
think
shit
I'm
either.
shit,
Then-
wait a while.
Yeah.
But no, when toxic females, of course, they go under the guise of, oh, I know what I want, blah, 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 blah. Newsflash, if she know what she want and she know enough to know she wants you right then and there that night, understand she gonna be on your phone. After
Well-
y'all had sex, she gonna start blowing your phone up.
Or she gonna dog you.
She gonna dog the shit out.
She gonna give you the time of your life and never call you again.
That's cool.
She gonna suck your dick from the bite and never call you again.
That shit do be bomb.
And you
Besides
gonna
your
get
prostate
turned all the
and
way
never call
out.
you again.
You gonna get turned all the way out, and then you
A
gonna
private
be
hour with prostate massage. If her nails look like this television, no. That's a fucking colonoscopy. But no.
you will be in pain.
Show your nails again to get these little niggas out here wanted.
Bree Creative did these, y'all. Bree Creative did these.
Shout out.
Bree.
But there's plenty of things I've done in my asshole days to get rid of a female that I didn't want. Because I was a user, manipulator back in my day. So, and once I got done using you, if you didn't have nothing else to offer, then you stuck around and you was just like something to do.
I just want to let you know.
You should.
You put your paws in the wrong.
Yeah.
You should never started off with asshole.
So I wasn't the only one that heard that shit.
So me and my sister were looking like, what?
That's the funny thing, because I'm watching all y'all. So they're looking at each other like, and you all serious.
It's like done in my asshole.
I was like, what? You did what? Tell us more.
In my asshole days.
Yeah.
We got it now. Work on your enunciation and conversation.
I've been up since 5 o'clock and I've been drinking, messing with this Maker's Mark.
Okay.
Maker's Mark is a very, very
Here comes
good
Lady
alcohol.
Antoinette with the endorsement.
So, your asshole days, we're going to have to play it. I need a break, so I need to get a drink. That pause was kind of awkward, dog.
He's still traumatized. He's like, God,
I did a lot of things in my
asshole days.
I had the dramatic pause.
Don't ever do that again.
That shit weird.
I called myself.
I
was like, oh.
I said, now wait a
And we
minute.
looked at each other like, did you hear that?
I was like, oh my God.
I had the little stick.
They was about to go. You was about to get caught up because they was about to go entanglement. We're not. Let's stop at this asshole thing. What then went in there? What have you done? Like, you know.
Let you finish.
We was like, we're going to see what he going with this.
I got to lick my glasses down there.
And she was just talking about massaging prostate, and then you turned right around.
Think about what she said.
A disclaimer if I said no for the prostate.
She said she
I
showed.
mean, you might have said no for
See,
the prostate
Because you didn't have a good experience. Right.
CP3. She showed her nails
and
said.
Time is everything, baby. Time is everything.
Yes, that's what we
And that was
said.
bad. That was
Absolutely, Mr. Pulse.
that was bad timing. So we're gonna play a video real quick because I need another drink and CP3 has traumatized me with
Right. In the booty house.
It's a booty.
the
Committee in the booty house.
there only might be 3 people when this show.
Nah, man. I'm so tired of
think
making
I'm
this chicken for Mr. Johnson. I don't know if I can do it anymore, bro.
Me either. What do you think this is? Popeyes or something? Matter of fact, I'm trying to smoke.
You got weed?
You gotta go? Let's go.
Yo, what is that? It smells good.
This is
Ah, ooh, I need me some of that. Mr. Johnson has been really getting on my nerves, man.
exactly. I hope you don't walk outside.
You better not come outside.
Speaking of Mr. Johnson, what happened to you and his daughter?
I hope you don't find out about that one either.
Where are those guys at? What are you guys doing? We got 40 pounds of chicken to cook. You're back here goofing off?
See, what happened was, boss, Mr. Johnson, we was just trying to take a smoke break.
Only thing happening here is y'all are fired.
I just got this job, boss.
Yeah, come on, bro. We don't need this. You know what, Mr. Johnson? You can have this job. Come on, bro.
Popeyes tastes better anyway.
Hey, my boys, bro. Come on, man. Man, we just got fired, bro. I'm ready to go turn up. Let's go. Come on, Selma.
They was actually.
Let's go! Let's go!
Video by the directors.
You like it.
Hey, Sip, we went dumb on this.
I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot style, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Niggas finger licking you a chicken like it's Popeye. I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot style, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Niggas finger licking you a chicken like it's Popeye.
get loose. My mind is gone, my mama says I got a loose screw. I get a bag right now. You in last place, little homie, pipe down. Put a new face in the watch, big bang roll, keep me cold. Look like dipping dots. We ain't never switching, we be dipping ops. Keep a rag around because I drip, you'll slip a lot. My girl's like Popeye's biscuits, I ain't even kidding. She thinks she's soft, oh my, I need some water with it. Catch a flight to visit, chop it up in the kitchen. Comment on Cupid, on Donner, on Bliss. I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot side, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Finger licking, you a chicken like a Popeye. I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot side, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Finger licking, you a chicken like a Popeye.
I've been making pay like through the Wi-Fi, yeah. That's up in my pocket, see them dead guys. I put this neck up by my pants, I leave a stretch now. 20 in my pocket, 10 to spend, now we can flex now. Might need Papa X now, what is that a stress spot? I don't care about X, cause they X, leave on X dot. Tell them hoes to sit down, tell them chickens sit down. Glad I'm out the mix, now it's time to pop my shit now. Yeah. I don't want that chicken or her biscuit. I can't mess with her because that's rich and she might be out to get me. Paparazzi taking pictures. I'm a different type of nigga, foreign different figure. I'm a different type of nigga.
I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot side, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Finger licking, you a chicken like a Popeye. I don't wanna tangle with you, but I do the cha-cha. Girl, I'm kinda hot, I got the sauce just like sriracha. Hot side, baby, I be dripping like a faucet. Finger licking, you a chicken like a Popeye.
Play the video.
This nigga never answer the phone, bro. Shit. What's up, baby?
Hey, bro, check it out. Should I wear the blinky with these? Or, hold on. Bro. Or should I wear the AR with these?
That's why you ain't answer the phone.
Hey. Hold on.
Bro, can we go, bro? Yo ass tripping, bro.
Fuck it. I'm gonna just wear these. Let's go.
I don't do no dapping, no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga off, my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I'm riding solo, I can't forget my pole. When I'm riding solo, no. She ain't never seen a nigga get fly as me. I mean, honestly, gotta keep my pole, cause I know niggas wanna body me. This music shit can't easy. I grew up damn near a prodigy. And Mac just hit my phone, he said he proud of me. Little bitch, you stay be tripping, coming up with these analogies. It's either me or him up in these streets, that's how it gotta be. With your close friends, gotta keep that booty on you. Fuck nigga ain't stopping me. So strap that slide solo, how I'm riding, yeah. I don't do no dapping, no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga off, my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I'm riding solo, I can't forget my pole. When I'm riding solo, no, cut my dog off, he a rolling. Like a baby daddy stomach, but my pocket poking. 24, now you know the gas stove open. A bitch can't get a penny or a diamond fine stroke. Niggas ain't for no reason, so through every season I keep the heater. She say she love me, but I ain't no family, gotta go find Peter. My OG so gangster, my nigga still using a beeper. How you wishing that on me? You ain't know that I'm the reaper. I that pole on me. I keep that pole on me. Yeah, I keep that pole on me. I don't do no dapping or no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga, all my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I ride solo, I can't forget my pole.
Yeah.
When I ride solo, no.
I thought somebody had me on camera.
No, I told you he wasn't on camera. Whenever we go to music, whenever we play music.
I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive a foreign, it's my destiny. That's my destiny. I pick up where they left off, that's what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my coins like Chucky. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive a foreign, it's my destiny. I pick up where they left off, that's what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my coins like Chucky. I'm just trying to stack it up, I'm just trying to be a boss, fuck a manager. Nigga had to take a loss before I add it up. Niggas got a lot of mouth, can't back it up. Yeah. I'm tired of niggas keep snoring. Don't stop, shorty keep chewing. She like the dick in her face. Look like an internet porn. Then that's the end of your story. Fucking on your bitch on a late night. Been in the water with great white. I know some niggas selling straight white. Damn, I miss granddad. Damn, I miss my family. If I gotta get it, I got it. Tryna send my kids through college. Yeah, we on, we poppin'. I'm fly, no pilot. Tryna kick niggas some knowledge. But niggas make me sick to my stomach. Ew. Yeah. Try getting niggas some knowledge. Yeah. Niggas make me sick to my stomach. Yeah. Fuck niggas. Real shit though. Squad. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive a foreign, it's my destiny. That's my destiny. I pick up where they left off, that's what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my coins like Chucky. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just trying to drive a foreign, it's my destiny. I pick up where they left off, that's what they left for me. I'm just trying to stack my coins like Chucky. What's up with me? Now they say what's up with me. I don't need no love from them niggas, they don't fuck with me. I don't need no love from them bitches, they don't fuck with me. I was all alone, I ain't even had no company. Now I'm living comfortably, popping pills and bubbly. I ain't got worried about a nigga tryna come for me. I ain't got worried about a bitch tryna come for me. She just wanna be the subject, but she get none from me. Fuck these niggas, they ain't killers, they ain't OG. I know OGs on my block that go like Kobe. Fuck these niggas, they ain't killers, they don't know me. Talk about business, I just keep my mouth closed. But every word I get, I keep. I ain't tryna tell no secrets. Most of these niggas, they be geek. Most of these bitches, they be geek. I ain't never been geek. I'ma get what come to me. I know everything ain't free, but put in work so you can eat. Yeah. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe? I'm just tryna drive a foreign, it's my destiny. That's my destiny. I pick up where they left off, that's what they left for me. I'm just tryna stack my coins like Chucky. I just wake up in the morning, what's the recipe?
That was getting rid of the plates.
I don't get this motherfucker right. Right.
That's outside the house. That's my nephew. That's outside the house. Chuck E. Cheese. With him smoking and stuff. Yeah, that's a Chuck E. Cheese video. Yeah.
If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen. I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me a super all in my business. Scotty knows just what a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas 40D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me. That be a no-no, I be deaf cause they so-so, WWE. I got the game in a chokehold, stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low, they like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag up them Cinco's, just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT, when I was loving that Coco. Spit it all on some promo, I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love, I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust, that mean you breaking the bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks, so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas, I see you done change. Even when I touch my first million, I stay the same. You can't deliver, does y'all know? Fuck this game like a porno. They hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside Squad niggas 40D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me.
Money video with CP3 as the random ass thug with a real fucking gun.
No, what was it? It was a gun. What was it? Gunman number 2.
Gunman number 2.
My first acting performance.
Was it an act, nigga, or was it just real life for you? It could have just been another day in the office.
Look, I'm trying to get my credentials.
What?
Man. Trying to get my credentials.
Yeah, as in what?
Get my acting credentials, man. I already got my journalism credentials. My journalism credentials.
Your acting credentials?
I'm trying to get some acting credentials, man. I'm trying to get licensed.
This nigga just learned the word credentials, didn't
he? He did.
Hey man, reading is fundamental.
Okay.
This
you can read.
You would
reading Rainbow Hair.
Nigga, you would be on Law and Order and you be the thug in every. You be on the Special Victims. You be the thug, nigga.
Hold
on the regular joint, you be the thug, nigga.
I'm just no pussy a day in my life. I must say, goddamn. I would always refuse that.
Who said he took the
Because he
bus?
said
Right.
SUV, man.
But that's SUV is sex crime.
Exactly.
I got you.
I had to put that disclaimer out there real quick.
However, when they walk past,
it's SUV. These niggas talking about they ain't never been on SUV.
Well, look, man.
Like a car.
SUV, SVU, whatever. I'm not one of them. Goddamn. I don't got that problem. See what they got me doing here tonight, people. They got me drinking liquor. See, I told y'all. Going forward, they are forcing me to drink liquor like nobody would.
See, CP3. When are you gonna take blame for shit you do?
When I get to the pearly gates,
man, the whole nigga, the whole show last week was you blaming
everybody.
Was like, yo,
but it was her step to recovery. CP3 is acknowledging that you have an addiction.
I understand that.
I fucked her sister, but it wasn't my fault.
Right? No, it was your fault.
Hey.
This nigga was Silk the Shocker.
Hey guys, listen. He feels attacked. We have to come
No.
together.
That's what I'm saying.
We have to come
myself.
together. Hey,
Okay.
You were bringing it up.
Hey,
We didn't.
Because you asked the question. You asked the question, I'm going to give you
You're
an
in a
answer.
safe
That's what we do.
You're in a safe place.
I'm always in a
Everything,
safe
it's
place.
okay.
Because denial is the key. If you ain't got no
What?
video
Denial
evidence,
is the key.
you ain't got no video evidence of what
I
it
thought
means.
it was a river.
So listen, hey,
I'm Shaggy. It wasn't me.
we understand that this is a problem, and we're working on it. We are
So-
here to support you.
I was in therapy for a year and a half.
If you are someone
For
who
sex?
suffers from alcohol addiction,
For sex?
dial
I'm not a
1-800
sex addict. I can say I used to be, yeah. Now,
But were you in therapy? No,
Sex
nigga.
addiction.
Answer the question. I said, well, you said I was in therapy. And I said for sex.
No, I wasn't in therapy for sex.
Okay.
Dr. Ruth. When is she?
Is she still alive?
I don't know, but we need her.
What is she like? 800 years old?
She's smoking some medicinal right now. Check.
She
You
probably.
need to talk to her or somebody else because you got issues.
So CP3. This is something I feel that you would do. That I just got this news report for. So, police in Vietnam
Damn, why not be
Oh no, not Vietnam.
said they found about 320,000 recyclable used condoms that was being repackaged as new.
No.
That seems like something if you was running a business, you would do that.
What they doing? Just renting the motherfuckers all hanging up on the line.
I feel like I'm being racially profiled because I'm black and East. And you bringing up Vietnamese. I feel racially profiled.
for you.
Okay, but we got that in our family too, but we wouldn't do it. So that's not a racial thing.
So, I mean, I feel like if you was running the business CP3, you would be like,
When it comes to something like public safety and reusing condoms, come on.
have you ever
reused the condoms?
That was what
No, because luckily my mother used to work at the health department.
Oh, so you got it free. So your mother reused the condoms.
That's
You
why.
got it free?
That's why I'm good right now because my mama showed me them videos that they show you at the health department.
What video?
What videos?
When you get chlamydia and
Oh,
what it look like to your
I
stuff.
thought you were talking about the videos they show you when you give it
Yeah.
the sample.
So you never reused the condom.
You never did that?
No, I haven't.
You ever substituted the condom?
I reused the mouth, but never reused the
Have you ever substituted the condom?
Wait, hold on. You reused the
I
what?
reused the mouth, but never reused the condom.
A mouth?
Yeah.
Now what kind of shit?
Alright. Unfortunately, some females are only good for you to use their mouths.
Wow.
But we mean.
That's what happens
I'm
when you
just,
only
oh, now some
spend
of you
$40.
y'all just good just to get some.
But you
dick or
saying
get
that
some-
we mean.
I'm not saying y'all mean y'all women.
Boys need love too.
What do I mean?
Means y'all have been hurt, and sometimes you feel like you want to get some of that hurt back out. Just like I've been hurt, sometimes I want to get some of that hurt.
Oh,
back
that's not
Why
what
would
I
you
behave.
now-
The way that I behave.
That's not
because
mentally
of hurt.
healthy, dude.
Mm.
Like,
I don't lash
I have
out
a addictive
because I've
personality
been hurt.
diagnosed, so that's part of my personality.
you need a hug, bro.
I do. I do.
But I feel like if you hug him, then he going to like
I'm
do
gonna
something.
hump you, yeah.
Right. So you can't
And on that note,
We was having a real touching moment, and then it just went left.
You know what
I will hump you. Like what?
But how he said it though, yo, he
why
didn't.
everybody out here?
Look, why is my leg wet?
Lady into that, he didn't even blink.
If you hug me, I will hump you. Like he was so serious and scary.
That nigga gonna be on SVU.
And then he said it, and then took a drink.
Right.
If you don't mind, I will hump you.
Like it. Oh.
Like, well, I think it's a Liam Nielsen on that ass.
I will hunt you. I will find you.
I will hunt you.
I have a very certain set of skills.
And look, I have a very vindictive personality.
I do. I'm diagnosed. What can I say?
You diagnosed with humping people too?
You just go.
Did you know something?
Mm-hmm.
For 10 cents a day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, really?
So. Oh Lord.
I got 5 on
Oh
it.
my. Oh. Where's the holy water? Somebody
You gonna need more than holy water than CP3.
We need to just hold them down for a little bit.
That nigga going, the motherfucking water won't burn.
I'm trying to. How can I segue into something positive? But then,
Right. It's hard because he keeps saying
that's why
saying.
That's why we had the last commercial break.
He just said if we hold him in the holy water, it's going to turn into 1738.
Most likely.
He just
That
said
shit gonna start foaming. motherfucking water go.
The water will turn to gasoline and catch fire.
That's
That
what
motherfucker
I'm
gonna turn into grip juice.
trying to live right
I'm
now.
saying.
I'm trying to do right.
But he had the nerve to make it seem like we were mean.
So-
I'm not saying you were mean. I'm just saying sometimes women have mean intentions.
What's the worst thing you ever did to a female to get her back?
To get her back?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
He don't do that. He don't do that.
Or what's basically no? Rephrase that. What's the worst thing you did to a female?
Oh,
Shit.
that depends. That's subjective.
Wow.
Pick one,
I
nigga.
already know a bunch of stuff.
Nigga, pick
I don't
one.
know, I'd like to hear. Entertainment.
I think everybody on social media want to hear right now.
Well, I guess since the story that y'all all know,
Which one? We know a lot of stories.
The one where I actually
Don't stutter now, nigga.
had some type of sexual intercourse with her sister and her worst enemy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we remember.
Yeah,
that.
I remember that one.
Can you like drop in that ludicrous use up? Oh.
It was the
Damn, Enterprise.
I was
for the streets.
I was in my early 20s.
But
I was a whore.
Uh-huh.
I had no problem
That
in
nigga got
that.
that community day. We would call that nigga
what's
a learning complex ass
Right.
nigga.
He got.
I actually got some pussy in there before too.
See.
Call that
This is
nigga
just-
Enterprise. Ride
This
alive
is
and
just
shit.
saying.
I'm saying though, opportunities present themselves in certain situations.
What kind of opportunity, motherfucker? Your luck should be better than that if you got them type of
So-
opportunities.
So that was the worst thing you ever did.
I feel like that was
Sad part is that's like
to
what
a
a nigga
female.
like.
Yeah, that was worse.
To a female?
Yeah.
What you done did to me?
Nigga.
I have a vindictive personality. I had a person that was my supervisor
Yes.
at work.
Yes.
We had beef.
Oh.
You like his wife?
I knew the way to hurt him the most, and I ended up waiting until his little sister turned 18. She had a crush on me, and I fucked the shit out of her. And
See,
turned
that's
into a
not
hoe.
vindictive. Like, that's just fucking. Like, sex.
No. If he waited just so he can get back at him.
And now she's a.
But here go the thing.
And now she's a whole whore.
But
I'm
it's
sorry.
sex. Like,
Oh, she a whole whore.
like,
Not a part-time.
I think people
But a hoe.
who get mad about oh my god, you were mad at me, so you fucked my sister. Like that shit, that's whack. Like
that was his
but
heart
somebody
and
like
soul.
me,
though. That was
like-
his heart and soul. Though. That's what I knew was his. That's what he was. His
So,
treasure possession.
how long did you wait for her to turn 18?
Like two. I think it was like 2.5 years.
Nigga, you was petty.
that's weird.
I waited 5 years to get a motherfucker back before. We still went out, party, chilled. I bought the nigga drinks and everything. But when I did what I did,
Oh, see, I would have to shoot you.
I'm a vindictive. That's what, if you don't
This
like
nigga would
me.
be dead. If I do
No,
it,
if you don't like me, leave me alone. If you come
That
at
nigga
me
would
and
die
try to deal with
today.
and try to screw up my livelihood or what I'm trying to do,
Hold on, he just hit us with the Fantasia.
yes, I will come. I will rule
Nigga hit
your world.
Talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. With the lisp and everything.
Thugs have feelings too.
Yes, we do. If you don't, I understand you're not gonna like me. That's cool. I can accept that.
Okay.
But when you come for me, just know that you're coming for a dude that's diagnosed with a vindictive personality.
You know what? Somebody said you shouldn't even answer that question.
I'm an open book. I like people to leave me alone.
Oh.
Because if I have to come
this
out there,
nigga went from Michael Jackson, went from Fantasia to Michael Jackson.
I love music. See, you can tell in my theme.
Yo,
It's just I like to be left
so
alone.
CP3.
Yes, sir.
What is the worst thing a female has ever done to you?
Ooh.
Don't cry.
Did he sniff?
What?
What?
Oh shit, the Cowboys are winning by one.
That made it even worse.
With 4 minutes left.
I'm gonna preface this with I deserved what she did.
Oh, now this nigga tank.
At the same time, we caught
I'm putting
that.
it on R&B category.
All of them. You take now, honey.
Oh Lord.
All right,
Cry
Tank.
about it. Let it out. Let it out.
Oh man. Grab your broom. Until you nah.
Oh, yes, he know it.
Nah.
So was
Light
it?
skin, he was in the ride.
That nigga was light skinned
The
today.
worst thing a female ever did to me, she knew I had nowhere else to go, and she found out even though I was staying with her, I was still dealing with other females, and she basically,
So how is that the worst thing?
no, she actually put me out with nowhere to go for like a
How you? Now that's the thing I don't
So
get
what
about y'all
you
niggas. You fucking other bitches and you ain't had nowhere else to go. You fucking backwards.
I was young and doing dumb shit.
Actually, that's a good point though.
I was like 24. What you
If I'ma do some shit, I'ma make sure I got a backup plan. Ain't no way in hell, man. Come on now.
I was
Because if
lying
you
about
get
the seat of my
caught,
pants. I had chicks.
that's the seats of your. You mean the crotch of your pants?
You got
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
You
Somebody
gotta
said, Dan, this imagine who the fuck dude's moms.
Whose mom?
The sister.
Oh.
The dude's sister you fucked. Just imagine you would have fucked
Oh, he
his
want to
mom.
go on his Delonte West.
Ooh.
Yep.
Somebody tried to accuse me of fucking a mom, but I couldn't do it.
You didn't. You almost though.
No, she wasn't. She asked me if she had some fucked up teeth. I wouldn't put my dick in her mouth.
Oh.
So hold on. The only reason why you didn't was because of her grill.
Well, nah, she wasn't.
She had
trying
a
to
gangster grill.
But I thought you said you did smash my mom.
Who my
Not her. Not my girl mom. Nah, somebody else.
You smashed one of your boys' moms?
No, never. I have never smashed any of my boys' sisters.
Delonte West, that's
Nigga, didn't you just say you smashed one of your boys' aunties or in-laws or something?
In-law. They're not blood. That's different.
Oh yeah, you went through the whole family.
But
I forgot you ran through.
That's not blood. That's in-laws. That's different.
I see why football is your favorite sport.
But his sister, who he told me I didn't, even though she was throwing it at me.
Okay.
He gave you permission.
If a bitch throwing pussy at you, like, words to the wise, run.
Say what?
That's the first sign of a toxic ass female.
So, Lady Antoinette, same question. What is the worst thing you've done to a guy?
This would be interesting.
I cut him.
God damn, that was quick.
See, I've never drew blood.
I'm not lying.
At least
that was the worst thing I've ever done.
This nigga's great.
As
her sister.
Can we ask the circumstances of
No. Hey, as your lawyer, you will not self-incriminate.
I'm just that he get physical with you. That's all I'm saying. And that's why you had to result. Okay.
Okay.
Self-defense. I understand.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not trying to incriminate.
I wasn't going to ask that.
Hold on, it already went through the police department and the court system, so it's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
See, I know Lady Anthony, so I know she already covered. That's why I
Can
wasn't
I consult my client,
details.
please?
I just wanted to get some information.
But like Power Book 3, don't answer that question.
Huh?
Like Power Book 3, don't answer that question.
Don't answer that.
Charlie, huh?
What you do?
Oh boy, I'm afraid.
She said, huh?
Is there going to be a 1A and 1B?
Yeah, Charlie, tell us what you did.
What you do?
I ain't do nothing. That's
No,
a lie,
that's what they all
Charlie.
say.
I will not self-incriminate. Okay, so
Allegedly
or
hypothetically.
Man, look, I was a fucked up individual, so
We all
I
have
may
those
or may
times.
not have done some things in the past, but through the grace of God, I've changed. I've become a better woman.
But before you change, what was the worst thing you've done to a dude?
I can't say the worst. I can say some of the worst.
Well, I mean, yeah, it'd be
All right, let's go with the
Nobody gives
nicest.
away the number one.
Let's talk about it.
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, but they see.
What
I
happened?
keep it a buck, so they knew what was up. Like, remember my ex-husband and my boyfriend, and like.
Did you have a boyfriend the same time you had an ex-husband?
Yeah, and we used to go to my prenatal appointments together.
So that's like
We
my
used
girlfriend with my wife on the
She
side.
said all of them. Go ahead.
Yeah, we would do Christmas and stuff. Me, my husband, my boyfriend.
Did they know that they were husband and boyfriend in the same category, or that was like an anonymous thing?
I was married. I had a boyfriend.
And then they knew about
Me
it.
and my boyfriend were having a baby. My ex-husband would take us to the prenatal appointments. I don't know what you're missing.
So this is some sister wives type shit.
My ex-husband,
brother husband.
my ex-husband would. Remember that day he came over there with the roses and me and Chris was downstairs in the bed.
Hey, we not gonna say
You
names.
can't say names.
But I said Chris. It's Chris Cross.
Oh my god.
It's Chris X.
It's Chris Webber.
It's Chris Brown.
Yep.
You gonna backhand though.
Who Chris Brown?
Nah, he ain't crazy.
He get cut by
Let's
her.
get back to this story. I want to get back to this story about the husband taking the wife, the wife and the boyfriend to prenatal class. I'm interested. This is some sister wives TLC type shit.
It was like we was separated, but we was working it out. But we was together, and I had a boyfriend.
How were you? See, you about to get me black out the field right now. How are you working it out, but together at the same time, and you have a boyfriend? If a dude tried that shit, we would get cut.
No, it's no.
Not true.
Not true.
If
Because
you
you know the
honest
thing.
about it, no.
That's what I keep trying to tell you. You never have to lie to anybody about anything. If you keep it, you get more. Like they say, you get more flies with shit than you do with honey, which is a lie. You get more flies with shit than you do with honey.
You just said the same.
Which y'all know the fuck I meant.
I know.
But
preach on.
But no bullshit. I realized in my old age.
You're young.
In my old age.
Hold on,
Because I'm pushing 40.
You 21.
I'm 21 years.
You pushing 40.
Because I'm 25.
But no, I realized that if I just straight up tell a man, like, look, this is what's going on, this is what it is, this is what I want. What are you doing? I don't argue. I don't fuss. I don't fight. I don't do none of that. I be like, look, oh, you're not with it? All right.
Yeah.
What's up with your friend though? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to.
Cool. I have
But see, to her
If
point.
you tell me the same thing, like you say, look, this is my situation, and your situation know about me. Me and your situation cool. Hey girl, yeah, he on his way home. It's not a problem because it's the openness and communication. Now, if you lie, I can respect the truth more than I can respect the lie. You lie,
yeah,
that's
number one.
But and that's if you real about your shit. Like I done dated girls and they be like, oh well, you know I got a boy. Okay, whatever. I'm a side nigga. All right, cool. But no. But I'm saying it happens. But when the honesty of the conversation. One of my people, one of my boys, one of my best friends. I ain't gonna say his name.
What's his name?
Tell him I'm lying. Tell him I'm lying.
But I'll never forget. He came to me and a female we knew. He was living and having a baby with somebody else, and she gladly accepted the role of being his side chick. And she knew what her place was. I remember we all hung out one day, and he got out the car and she bragged about it to me. I was like,
she bragged about me.
That's cool.
See, but that's see what I'm saying is different.
She just closed her
what I'm saying is.
But he was honest. But he was honest with her about his.
He was honest with her, but he wasn't honest with his girl that was carrying his child.
I don't know about that part.
That's where I lose respect. Because if you're gonna be 100, you can't be 100 and be half. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That means you 50. You can't salt water and fresh water can't dwell in the same place. If I'm dealing with you and I'm dealing with this person, y'all gonna know about it. Y'all gonna know each other. Because it's nobody's gonna be able to tell my dude nothing about me that he don't already know.
Right.
It's one man on this earth that know more about me than anybody else, and that's
what's his name?
Huh?
Where you live at? What's his social security?
It's only one person. But everybody in my life that's ever.
If you that one person, call 240-324-6110.
Whether you've dealt with Charlie or Pinky
or Winter
or
Lauren Ashley.
Oh God.
Oh damn.
You thought I had a lot of aliases.
Yeah. Man.
Lisa was my favorite. Lisa was a shooter.
What the fuck?
And I'm the thug.
I didn't say
shoot guns.
I said she was a shooter. She could have been like a shooter as in a good person, as in like she was quick with it, as in she was,
Or she could have. No,
just the context of what you were saying, I don't get that impression that that's what it was.
Somehow, I don't think it was the good person thing.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't fly over.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a whole bunch of complex situations with different people's different backgrounds.
Lady Antoinette has been dismissed.
What she
Can
do?
I talk to my client, please?
Yes.
I said she might have shot water.
Hey, don't say shit at me.
That would make you never mind.
Not even touching that. I'm leaving that one alone.
What are your thoughts?
Blame it on the alcohol.
Huh?
See, this the shit out there.
Yeah.
He said he plead the fifth.
He do? Tell him to call in.
Wait. He really didn't say that though.
Tell him call in 240-324-6110.
We don't need your name.
At the bar radio confession.
You ain't gotta tell us your name.
We don't have to say.
Tell us what happened.
If you need to talk about it, tell your side of the story.
Yeah, just tell what
If
happened.
Pinky/Winner
/ everything
/ Charlie had you in an entanglement, just let us know right now.
I don't do entanglements. I'm grown.
Okay.
You know what?
So was Jada Pinkett. She was wrong.
It
So-
wasn't an entanglement.
What?
I'm no Jada. It wasn't no entanglement.
It wasn't. What was it?
Was you entangled?
It was a fuck.
I was wrapped up tied
It
up.
was a
That's
dangle.
what that
It was
was.
a dangle.
That wasn't an entanglement.
Oh
Who
man.
you talking?
We've all had those situations.
Entanglements.
We've all had those situations. We all have had those situations in our lives.
You have.
We all have had those situations.
So CP3. Now we back to you.
I ain't never said I had an entanglement.
Just because you ain't said it don't mean you ain't had one. Goddamn.
So CP3.
That's whole life is an entanglement.
Exactly.
I'm single.
CP3.
Yes, sir.
So
She's single with a boyfriend on the side.
I am single.
Single.
we'll see if her single ass goes home tonight.
I am
don't want to hear that
She
story.
she got to go home. She got to drop me at my car so I could go home.
Like, y'all got me drinking, gonna make me go do something I ain't supposed to do. That's what we heard last week.
If you live in Capitol Heights and you would like to speak with us about
you know what I'm saying?
please,
Oh, you throwing me?
give us
I'm
a
just
call.
quoting what you said last week.
So see, you see like CP3, you seem like a dude that got trust issues, right? Would you let a female handcuff you?
I'm sorry. No. I
Have
been
you
locked
ever
up.
let a female in the
There's
past?
nothing sexy about handcuffs. I've been locked up before. I'm sorry. He put handcuffs on me. My dick go down.
What about rope?
Hello?
Here we go again.
Hello.
Hello?
What's up with it?
How are you?
Man.
All is well. I can't complain. I'm just hanging like nuts.
Hello? Can you hear
You
us?
gotta turn that up.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you a little bit.
You on speaker
That
or
sounds
you
like
on
Louis
phone?
Scrappy. Speak
Hold
on
on.
the mic.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
What's going on?
All right. Well, shit, just hanging like nuts. What's good with it?
Nothing, chilling, chilling.
Hey.
Who you calling for, bruh?
Somebody made a statement saying, whoever that is, go ahead and call in.
Oh,
That would be me.
We got an entanglement.
yes.
Entanglement on
So
Skype.
I mean, we heard a little bit of this story. Can you give us a story? Your side?
He don't have a story.
Okay, but his side.
That's the one that know everything about me that ain't nobody else know. We not doing this.
Okay.
Oh, so you know anything about Miss Winter / Charlie / Lisa
/ Pinky.
/ Pinky? Can you tell us a story about her?
I mean, to keep it all the way a buck with you. Everything she said was 100.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, shit. I don't know Slim since we was what about 15, 16?
He was 15, 16. I was like,
You feel me? So yeah, I mean, if it ain't if there's anything that I don't know, it probably wasn't important. But all the important shit, yeah, she was on point.
Okay.
oh, important. That thing bite too, boy. Wait now.
We having confessions on
It was a
Eckabar
joke.
right now.
It was a joke.
It's a joke. That's
I'm
like
up
an
with the
inside
Lord.
joke.
I'm
An
up with the
inside joke.
Lady Antoinette, you got a question? You seem like you do.
I'm wondering because see, I didn't live in the area at that time, and my sister, my dear sister, was a hot mess at that time. What is your take on her behavior? Wait. That's who this is. Oh yes. What time did?
Secrets, family secrets
Around
coming
what
out.
time was what year was this that we did
That was
this incident?
That was 05.
So 05.
No, that was 04 going into 05.
Where did you live in 04, 05? Did you live in the DMV area? Maybe Oxnard.
That's not where it happened. That's where I hit it.
Oh.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you exactly what. I'll even go back as far as '03.
Okay. Well, I was talking about an incident that happened on the family end of things in about '05, right? '05?
With the car, yeah.
With someone's car in the family. And I just want to know what happened this particular night.
He wasn't in the car.
No, he wasn't in the car, but however, you were going somewhere. So were you aware that
So
there you go.
you know?
that particular incident, and you know, what I'm saying for the sake of people's anonymity and not uh not giving any admissible evidence, certain names and places may be changed.
Okay.
But I will say that yes, somebody was visited that night. But it wasn't even on no raw on no wild shit. It was just like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, shit, cool. And like, yo, come outside real quick. So I came up.
Coming across town in a
Yeah.
family member's vehicle.
and it came back.
You talking about that night I finally got caught taking my mama's car.
No, that was me. That time.
No, she got caught.
Allegedly, let's use that word very
Okay,
well.
so let's just
Allegedly.
say this. Dear Charlie here took a family member's car. Oh, I'm sorry. Allegedly took a family member's car and it came back damaged. And so, from what I understand, she may have been engaging in some type of conversation with you that particular night. Is that correct?
Some oral conversation.
Uh-oh.
I'm just
Allegedly and theoretically, yes.
Theoretically.
Hypothetically and theoretically.
So, I mean,
Using a lot of big words tonight.
this has been quite a mystery for years. Let me say this because me and my other sister wanted to know how you got into an accident in this situation because on the way to her destination, she went to the gas station, right? And then on her way back from her destination, she went to the gas station. So our question was this. What did you get from the gas station? Did you get, and then nobody else in the family had this question. Did you get some type of paper products, or did you get some type of latex products and stuff? That was our question because we were trying.
I know what you're talking about. Nah, that night she went and got me a Black and Mild and a Capone.
Oh,
good answer.
On the way there, and then on the way back, she had to fill up the tank.
She got your 20-ounce fruit punch.
Nah. On the way, she had cause the wine Black and Mild had just came out. You know what I'm saying? And on the way to the destination, she stopped and got a wine Black and Mild. And then before she left, you know what I'm saying, I had told her about the Capones or whatnot. So she had went, got the Capones, and at the time, they didn't have the multi pack. They just had the two in a pack at the time because they was brand new. So yeah, she bought me one.
So at the time, you weren't were you 18 at the time? Because I don't think y'all were of age to be bad.
So he might have been.
Oh.
We're getting into a lot of questions.
All right, thank you, caller, for calling. Appreciate your call.
We're about to get some secrets about to come out.
Let me send a message to my other sister say I got a little bit of clarity all these years, of this situation.
Bar Radio, bringing families together.
Right, because I was away at the time. I lived out of state, and I received a call when my father almost killed Charlie.
Yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah,
I remember that.
he almost killed Charlie, and yeah, she was gonna die because she decided to get some. What you say, Capones? Is that what you said? She had to get.
See. Here's the thing. See, had you asked me about any other, like, first, I ain't no see what had happened was because one thing about me, I'm gonna give you the answer whether you like it or not. You feel me? So on this particular night, that's exactly what happened. You didn't ask me about other nights. You asked me about this particular night and questioning.
Oh, so that means the T is on other nights. She just happened to get in trouble for a particular night that did not involve these other things.
One time I ain't getting no skullduggery. Damn time I crashed the damn car.
I hope y'all parents ain't watching.
It is.
She's gonna be on punishment.
They already know. Yeah, so I thank you
coming out tonight, man.
so much, sir.
Oh nah, ain't no thing.
To allow me to have some clarity because I have never spoken to you about this. My other sister, and I have grilled this young lady here for years.
That means she's solid. That means she can go through interrogation.
Okay.
That's a ride or die.
Joey, I'm a G. I'm a G.
She was gonna die that night. She was because anytime, first of all,
I will say this. I will say this. In her defense, at no time that any of those activities that y'all are talking about that took place, at no time was she ever the one that was coming to it. It was the other way around.
See, during those times, I wasn't driving. When I drove, it was like, hey, Professor.
Yeah, because to be honest, that whole visit lasted not even 10 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't even a long business.
Yeah, we know it wasn't long, but we was just trying to figure out. Well, me and my sister, we were trying to figure out why we had the multiple gas station trips, and then everyone else in the family were trying to figure out why she was, taking a vehicle that did not belong
Well,
to
see,
her.
you also, but see, here's one thing that y'all, here's one key thing that y'all are leaving out. Y'all forget that at one point in her life, she did shit just to do it. It didn't have to make
No,
sense.
we know this. I'm her sister. I
So
know this
that was
all.
that was that was one of the moments where it was like, oh well, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and go to a gas station.
Yeah,
Let me see if you want something.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh well, I'm gonna go to another gas station. But granted,
Most
given
of
the
the
severity of the situation, yeah, it sounded like bullshit.
right.
But that was the one. That was one of them times she was being legit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the family were upset. They were upset that she took a vehicle that was not hers and then brought it back damaged, which was a whole
Well,
slew of problems. But my
well,
sister,
here's
we had other questions.
here's something that I'm sure Charlie don't even remember because I got confronted about that too.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I got confronted about that too.
Oh.
You know, and let's just say for me to be at the age that I was then, um, I was a little reckless.
Uh-oh.
I was a little reckless at the mouth. I was a little reckless with my actions. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't look at things then like I look at them now. But yeah, I was confronted about it. You know what I'm saying? And I kept it a buck. And they was like, so you gonna lie for her? I'm like, bro, fuck, I got a lot of y'all for. I don't even know you niggas.
Mm.
You feel me? I mean, like, if she would have came and gave me some buns, I would have told you, yeah, she got piped up. But I didn't get piped up. I actually told her, yo, get the fuck out of here and take your ass back to the crib.
God knows if I would have got piped up, we took a lot longer than that. That's your great grandpa. Thank you for your
All
service,
facts.
sir.
Preach, brother, preach.
Mm-hmm. Thank you
All facts.
so much for calling in and telling your
Man, I thought y'all was gonna ask me something more juicier than that. That's crazy. Y'all asked me for something about 15 years ago. That's crazy.
to know that. Everything else, I personally don't have to have that. Now, I will admit that, other people might have those questions though.
So you
But
got
I will say this.
You got
I
questions?
will say this.
Uh,
I will say this.
in a house with 4 women, I know sometimes it's best just to shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And you've been a stand up dude. You've been, you spoke the truth. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say salute and continue doing what you do, bro. I'm gonna leave it at
Hmm.
that, brother.
Thank you so
Oh,
much
of course.
for calling in.
Of course. I know how far to go and how far not to go. I'm good money.
Look at the score.
But yeah, let me know the next time y'all had one of these popping, bro. Y'all funny as hell.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. Battle the Session Show. We don't have them as much as we need to, but we definitely want to start having them more, especially with these two on the panel.
I'm in that.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, man. Y'all be safe. Y'all be easy, man.
Oh,
my wings is clean. He said I was an angel with every woman.
Both of y'all dirty wings.
My
I
wings
did
ain't
not,
dirty.
and
My
I just
wings is
met you.
clean.
I just met you. I didn't know Janet for years.
So y'all,
I can
y'all
look
just.
at Janet and tell.
oh, that sounds so mean.
You
I
can look.
mean,
You can't
brand
look at me.
women.
I walk with the Lord.
Oh
You
my.
walk with, oh Lord, let me scoot away,
Oh
man.
my
No, I'm here to
God.
We
stay.
had a rainstorm earlier. I'm not trying to get struck down before I start my new job tomorrow. Shit.
CP3. When the phone rang, you was a bit nervous.
Right?
What
He
did
was. He
you?
said,
Man,
Oh
like,
my God. He
he
was
thought
like,
he was about
my
to get
heart
it. This
always,
is Mr. B.
ever
right.
since that first time he did that shit, my heart always jumped
We
when that
do
damn ring.
need.
Every time he tells
That
somebody to
Jay
call
said,
in from
woo
my past and that joint ring,
We
my heart do skip a beat. I'm not gonna lie,
definitely.
because I've done some foul things in my
So,
life.
We
the,
know.
so what you don't know is the first time it happened, I did it as a joke, and I was like, some, call this number if you ever if did this, and my aunt called,
oh my
Yeah,
God.
and
yeah.
I didn't recognize the number because my aunt lives in Florida, and then I didn't recognize her voice,
Mm.
so he was in panic while he was
I was
sweating.
like, what you know me by? She said nephew. I was like, oh shit, a couple of them call me nephew.
Mm.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
Hold on, wait
Role
a
playing,
minute.
damn it. You gotta be spice
Clarity.
in the
Right, we
motherfucker.
had to back up.
Clarity.
You was gonna let that slide?
You gotta
A
keep
couple
it.
of your women call you
I
nephew?
told you I had a
What?
couple.
Ugly auntie.
I had a couple of older sponsors back in the day that liked to, role play.
Mm.
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with an older woman, man. There's nothing like coming home to a bath rain, blunt roll, dinner cooked, massage, and then other extracurricular activities after
Okay,
that.
you just
You know what I'm
named a
saying?
whole list of stuff.
So do you prefer older coochie or younger coochie?
I prefer
Older
secure.
coochie.
I prefer secure coochie.
So okay, let
Coochie
me
that knows who the fuck they are and don't get insecure and
hold
be worried
on.
about other females.
This is funny that y'all said this because
Uh-oh.
T-Pow just said Janet ain't no angel.
Oh shit! Somebody shouting there from the.
See, don't do me like that, honey.
Oh,
That's my
damn.
homegirl.
She said Janet ain't no angel.
We already knew that, but
And she got two sad faces in the
thank you for
comments.
the confirmation. We all knew that.
See, don't do me like
Even
that.
though she's a lady and she plays
Yes,
that
I'm Lady
perception.
Antoinette.
Thank you for confirming what we already knew.
Whatever.
Yo, that's hilarious.
But let me tell y'all what I did. So I decided to all of our listeners, I wanted to let you guys know that I put on my social media. I put up on Monday that just passed, Monday. I put up a lovely post just for CP3.
It was lovely.
And I hyped him up and I said to everyone that this gentleman was just a stand-up guy. He's looking for love. He likes long walks in the park.
Been here. I realized that most of the shit
Holding
she said
hands,
was
whispering
bullshit.
sweet nothings in the air.
Don't do that. So I put this up and I got quite a few responses.
You want me to do yours for you for real? You want me to do one? My nigga CP3 like ratchet pussy.
Oh my god.
CP3.
So
go with that one.
But here's the funny part.
He
They
said,
really was on
if you
it.
want more than 40, sorry, show me. That's what you want to say? Your
Times
mama,
is hard.
hey look,
Times
he
is
said
hard.
he's an equal opportunity offender. He will fuck your mama, daughter, and your niece. Your auntie too,
And
if
your
you
As long as
gotta
they're
pay.
legal. As long as they're legal. Add legal to that.
And somebody will be like, I think I want to date him still.
But here's the crazy part. So look, when I put up that post, so many women responded.
I saw her.
So many women responded. They were like, "Oh, he's cute." Then one person was like, "Oh, he's a Scorpio." Never mind.
That shit was hilarious.
And then one female was like, "Oh, I think I might be too old." I was like, "Nope, you not."
Looking for a sponsor.
CP3 says his dick is non-discriminatory.
Right.
It is.
Please.
He
Does
green and pink.
not.
Green and pink.
He does not discriminate.
Green and pink.
Money,
What you
weed,
AKA,
and
my
pussy.
nigga?
Money, weed, and pussy.
Yo, your friend T is going there. She said she's definitely a lady, but not an angel.
We know.
You
I've
know,
known Janet for over what?
Shanae was a lady.
About 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Over 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
Hey T, you want to call in?
She will.
Yeah.
She is an open chain. Too.
Oh boy, let's get somebody else heart pumping on the show tonight. Besides mine for a change.
T, if you want to call in, the number is 240
Still some of the tea.
324 6110.
Janet,
Okay, but I feel like this battle of sexes is only focusing on the female.
Oh no, y'all come for me. Y'all come for me already. Y'all have come
What's
for
the
me
next
already.
question? These questions, goddammit.
Dan, what was the question?
It's terrible.
I don't remember.
All right, music break.
That's what happens when you run the show, baby. You fuck up.
Y'all put the music on?
I'm about to put something on.
What y'all finna play?
3-hour show.
Can you play the Pew Pew?
Oh my.
No.
Auntie Hammy?
What?
I don't know who that is.
Pew Pew Pew.
Fuck it, we blowing the loudest trees. My money, your equity. Bad bitches be all on me. What is?
Hello.
Hello. Is this T?
Yes, it is.
So, we're going to go to a commercial break, but now that you called in and you say Lady Antoinette is not no angel, can you tell us what you mean by that?
Quite certainly, sir. Very, very, very easily. She can give the impression that she is innocent, but this young lady will drop said things or will say certain things and will just exit the stage left and will just watch the shit ensue, honey. So
You
for that
you
for
personally
that alone, that's not very angelic of an angel.
See, don't do me like that.
so have
I
you
have to,
per-
honey. I
have
have
you
to
personally
because
witnessed her
you
non-angel
have a
activities?
lot of folks believing that your halo is just straight, honey. It's glowing, honey, which it is, but it's a little crooked. It's a little crooked.
So
A little crooked.
Got a little bit of rust on it.
Nah, it ain't rusty, honey. It just be crooked sometimes. It be crooked at times, honey. It ain't no rust on it.
Girl said I ain't rusty
I
now.
don't know.
No, ma'am. That is not the case. But it do be leaning. It do be leaning to the side, honey.
I had to check.
Whatever. But I mean, T, wouldn't you say that most people, get that first impression of me that I am the angel that I am?
Lightning coming.
Hello?
Please.
What'd you say, T?
I think the phone line done died. They wouldn't even let her get that live.
AT, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you guys.
Okay, because she was saying, Lady Antoinette had something. She was asking you a question. Say it again, please.
Wouldn't you say that most people get that first impression of me that I am an angel?
Okay, I will admit that they do. However,
Etc. Etc.
you have to get to know Janet to really understand Janet. And yes, like when you get that first impression, you're like, oh, this lady could do no wrong. Oh no, honey, no. This is one of the reasons why I love you. This is one of the reasons why I love you, honey. Like, I love that you can give off the innocence, but no, honey. Let's just put it on the table.
What word would you, since we can't say angel, what word would you use to describe her?
Uh-oh. She might pull the thesaurus out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there are so many words that can describe that young lady. There's not like one word. I mean,
Give us a.
angelic is not one of the words that you would put in the same sentence with Janet. Let's just be clear on it.
I already kind of knew that. I wasn't gonna put that out there, but I'm glad
So,
somebody else did.
so give us some proper words to use to describe Lady Antoinette.
She's definitely smart.
Oh, that's good.
She can be very straightforward as well, which is one of the reasons why I fuck with her the hardest. She's very straightforward. She's very direct with her conversation. She's also a jokester. Oh my God, she can be super petty. Like I'm a petty person, but no, honey, her petty far exceeds my petty.
Damn.
Let's see.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate her pettiness?
Oh shit, that's just like a 20. It's not even like I'm being generous with the 20, but like if you can't really put a cap on it. You can't.
But okay,
Like
the petty comes accidentally.
But I'm the bad guy, people.
But the petty is accidental. That shit.
no.
But I'm the bad guy.
Purposely. Like, okay, so T, like Friday, I was really, really petty and I caused you and another friend to laugh. But it was accidental.
Hold on.
She meant that shit.
Hold on, flag on the play. You gotta tell the whole story.
Okay, so
How you accidentally lie on somebody?
I didn't lie. I said I was petty.
Oh, petty. I'm sorry.
It was on accident though.
Accident.
So I saw something and it was on a Zoom. And then my response, once that thing that I saw changed, it was very real. Okay? Like let's say I give someone a compliment and then they do something and immediately it contradicts what I complimented you on. And I said something.
Very,
Well, no, you
Very
didn't immediately
foul,
compliment it.
probably
I mean, change
inappropriate.
that. But no, like let's say you're sitting right here, and you might make an expression. I'm like, oh my God, you're so cute when you make that expression, and then you make a different expression that's contrary. That's why she's laughing. And you make a different expression that's contrary to what I just complimented you on.
Mm,
Immediately, I'm going to respond and let you know that I no longer feel that
mm.
way.
But did you feel it's necessary
Okay.
to make that
So
comment?
this is the angel trying to explain that situation. Let me tell you how it really went, okay?
I
So
felt
tell
the
us
So
how it really went. Tell us, see, tell
I felt the
us.
bullshit coming over my shoulder.
he gave this person a compliment. She did do that. However, it wasn't even 3 seconds. This person turned a certain way, and she was like, "Oh no, I take that shit back on you, ugly as hell." First off,
She ain't shit.
first off, I'm just
I've
like,
never seen shit
wow.
like that before, so I can't even be
Like
mad.
like let's say you catch the light catches a person in the certain angle, and it's like, oh my God, you're so. Oh, never mind.
Oh, now, see,
Like
that, see, that's
No, it wasn't even a never mind. It wasn't even a never mind. You were like, oh goddamn.
Do it all the
Yeah, no,
time.
that's not it.
You are interesting.
I said, oh no, not
interesting is one
anymore.
thing. Saying ugly, see, I just say they're not my type.
Well, no, I mean, I just
You
felt
got
like,
a type?
oh,
Yes, I do.
oh,
Well, I be damned.
Warm and wet, baby, warm and
oh,
wet.
you.
People fuck around with me.
But I just feel like I'm very real, and that doesn't mean that I'm not an angel. I'm not a nice person. I'm just my filter. Another one of my friends. We talked today, and
Your Honor,
we
this nigga
determined I don't have a filter. Like
what you go fifth?
my
1, 2,
filter
3, 4, 5.
my filter did not develop properly
You know that's
in
a
the womb. Yes, I think so. I should get a check.
The only people that can claim their filter did not develop properly in the womb are New Yorkers.
For what?
Because they have no filter.
How the fuck you develop Timberlands in a womb but no filter?
Because it's
Them
easy.
motherfuckers come out from birth with Timberlands.
Exactly.
Double soul.
I'm about to buy some Tims tomorrow.
I need some double souls now. Shit.
Man,
But I'm just saying I didn't have one.
So last night at the Fupa Nation drink that I went to, right?
Shout out to Fupa
Shout out to
Nation.
Fupa Nation.
And anybody who was at Fupa Nation.
Like you could tell the bitches that was from New York. They had on fit cap and Timberland boots.
Oh, the females. Do they have on dresses like jersey dresses or something?
Nah.
Okay,
You know that New York zipper coats they be wearing and shit. Like
Yeah.
oh, like they be 97 degrees outside and they got them little jackets on.
Yeah.
And they do like this a lot and shit. Like they like what's up, my nigga?
Wait, the
like,
girls?
Yeah, they be like what's up, my nigga? Like you know what I'm saying? Fresh out.
Yeah, it's New York.
Go back.
That's New York. That's my hometown. Love it.
You love that shit. They be fucking you. They like go ahead, son. Fuck that shit up, my nigga. When y'all fucking, that's what they do.
Yeah, all the time.
That's some hard shit. Like dating. If you can date a girl from New York, you can date men. Them bitches are strong.
I have never had any luck with a New York female.
Them bitches are strong. They are strong black
You
men.
try to
Okay.
pass on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh
You
my
try
God.
to pass on, you try to get one by on the female.
I'm not saying they did it. They
You
just
trying
a
to
little.
get one
They're a little aggressive, and then when you give
They're
aggression
not
back,
going to fall for
Whoa,
your
Tom.
They're not going to fall for your
no,
nonsense.
falling for when you give
Flag on the
aggression
play.
back,
Flag
they
on
know
the
how to
play.
deal with it.
How was the thuggish nigga on the panel talking about a female was too aggressive?
No, I'm saying they're too aggressive.
That nigga
That
Drake.
if they come straight, I'm not used to females coming straight at me. So when you come straight at me and I come straight back, and they aren't prepared for that, it's like they get defensive about that shit. Like, oh, I should have had a comeback for that, but I didn't. I would expect you to say that shit.
I don't understand that because men and women from New York tend to be what people call aggressive. So with that said, they should be used to a man coming back aggressive. My question to you is, what is your version of aggression? Aggressive? What are you doing?
I would think your ass be like until she rape you, she so. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you think
Because I'm not used to
like this
Until you become a special victim unit.
Right. That's
hey, look.
Because I'm not used to.
A bitch will whoop his ass until she pull out the gun. Give me that.
Where is Stabler? Stabler needs to come save your
I
dad.
have been raped before.
Thank you, T, for calling in. I appreciate you. I love you, and you
If you are someone you know,
Of course, I love
you
you
do
too, mommy.
domestic violence,
I think we
But
need
I'm gonna
to
need
change
you. I'm gonna
it.
need you to. I'm gonna need you to get out the angel shit though. It's not. It's not selling no more, mama. It's not selling no more. You need it. You need to just
I'm an angel
accept
at
the
25.
truth.
That's what we're gonna go with.
She said, I need you to get
Accept
on
the
that
truth.
angel shit.
Accept the truth and live in it, honey.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Accept the truth and live in it, honey.
I've been raped and kidnapped before.
I think.
Wait a minute.
I hit you up later because I think we need to clear our line now because we might need to open up a hotline.
Right.
Because somebody over here.
Dial 1-800 help a nigga. Like,
Oh,
I'll talk to y'all later.
have you or someone you know been assaulted by a New York female? Please dial us now. 1-800.
This one right here just
help a
said he
nigga.
was raped. I mean,
So,
he's saying he's ready to tell his story.
He's ready to tell his story.
I was going to go to a commercial break after the call, but clearly we can't.
This is a breakthrough.
We need to talk about this shit. This nigga's having a breakthrough.
He's having a breakthrough.
They just took it.
Come on, man. Come on, so you got hit.
I
just met him that night.
Is
what?
now.
You know the words?
Hey, look.
I was just going over for a drink and watching a movie. Next thing I know, I'm butt naked on the couch with two females.
How you get by that?
You went for the Netflix and chill and ended up with the
Whoa.
So,
did she hit you with the double hand wop wop?
I might have assisted in taking my clothes off.
Hey, now look.
So how was you raped, nigga?
Wait. He was right, butt naked with some slouch socks.
He said no.
Did you keep your Timbs on?
Right, he got his slouch socks and
Don't
Timbs.
every nigga in the porno keep their socks and Timbs
All
on
right,
when they
Mr.
hit the
Marcus.
pussy.
Shout out to my dude.
Exactly.
He kept his hat on.
I did have a hat. No, I had cornrows then.
So you wasn't naked.
Yes, I was.
So you had Timbs.
Oh, you got Timbs and a hat on. You fully dressed.
Yeah, you dressed.
You're not naked till your shoes come on.
Yeah.
You're not.
He had the, don't forget the slouch socks.
So
As long as if you got on socks, you still fully.
So you want me to pull out the rape doll and be like, where did she touch you at?
Nah, I like when she touched me. It was just the fact that I wasn't expecting to get raped that night. That's all.
Whoa.
What's your version of rape?
Exactly.
They just took it.
Did you say
they
They
at
picked
any
me up
point
at
did
a.
you say
Pick you up.
They picked me up at a
at
gas
any
station.
hold up, no.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
No, time out.
I was about to
Wait.
say, oh my stop.
First of all,
At any time did you say no?
I don't recall.
Then they didn't.
all right. First of all, tell the story. Tell the story from the beginning. Cause you giving us bits and pieces. There's a whole lot of bullshit in
It was a late
between.
night out in Laurel.
Oh,
It was in Laurel.
No,
Hold up, hit him like they do rape victims. What were you wearing?
What were you
I
wearing?
was wearing some nice cargo shorts with some clean ass.
Was the cargo shorts
Can you
tight?
give us
No,
a
they weren't.
description of the assailant?
Did you have butter Timbs on, or were they the beef and broccoli?
I think I did have double sole Timbs on.
Oh, that's probably all you had. Did
Well,
you ever-
they actually pulled me at the gas station.
They pulled you. Wait, this was like a one night thing.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I never seen them again.
Okay.
I never seen them.
So let me get it. It was two females, right?
Wait, he was trapped in the closet.
Right.
He had on his brown butter.
I was at the gas station. I was smoking on some herbal medication at the time.
Nigga, you smoking weed?
Yeah, and I was getting gas. It was like 2-3 o'clock.
You smoking gas and getting gas.
Yeah, I was
He
smoking
was
gas.
smoking gas and getting
pretty
ass
much.
next. Yep.
So I went in and paid for my gas. 2 chicks rolled up. It was like,
Did you give them $40?
nah.
Did they give you
Two
$40?
girls at one time.
Yeah.
They gave you $40.
Well,
You were the hoe.
Nigga, you
I
get
was
that
the
shit
hoe.
for free.
Long story short.
So you didn't get raped, and you was a hoe.
Yeah, you
I was taken advantage of.
How did they take advantage of
You
you?
were the hoe.
I think I might have said no once.
Wait, no to what?
Oh.
They said, "Are you?" Hold up. They said, "Are you going home?" He said, "No."
I'm just saying, I had some situations that I don't actually recall everything. that
Wait a
happened.
minute. Wait a minute. So if two random females, if two random females pick a nigga up at a gas station at 2 o'clock in the morning, 9 times out of 10, you remember word for word what the fuck happened.
I just
You
remember.
be like, she was like,
She
I
asked me
was
did I
like,
have any
woo, woo,
more
woo.
herbal medication. I was like, yeah, that's how I roll.
Yeah,
They're like,
huh?
well, we stay right around the corner. Why don't you come over our joint and chill with us? I'm like,
Nigga, you almost died that
So
night.
wait,
Okay.
That's the
So
setup.
you mean to tell me you did not know these women?
And they pulled up.
They
on
pulled
you
up and said, "Come over to our house."
because you have drugs.
Because we have candy, and you decided to get in the white van
candy
and
makes
go
you
get
bad.
the candy.
I actually left
You
my
got
car
to be
parked.
the
I actually left
ignorantest.
my car parked at the gas station. Got in their car, rolled into the apartment. We watched We
tomorrow.
watched Snatch. That was how I got turned to the movie Snatch. I told you need to watch that joint.
This
Nigga, first of all,
he was almost the first 48.
you was 3 seconds away from first 48, nigga.
Right.
You know I had a pistol on.
Yeah, we know you. How you know they ain't have a pistol?
Let me say
Right,
this.
it was 2-1.
I feel like I just said earlier that next week you're gonna be singing Marvin Sapp, but I feel like you're about to sing it now. Never would have made it because whole
Look at
time
God.
you could have been cut up into small pieces that night. What is wrong with you?
So you just gonna get in the car and go?
This was the late 90s.
Your mama would have been like,
Oh, it was in the late 90s. They didn't do it.
Like it makes it all right.
I was in my middle 20s. I didn't give a fuck.
This nigga think he motherfucking Scott Peterson wife and shit. Like,
I was
You
doing wild shit.
nigga, what you just finished watching Shaft, nigga? You just finished watching Goldie or something, the Mac.
I just came from the bar. I think it was Sunday night. We was watching football. I came from the bar Champions out in Laurel when they had it out there. I needed some gas. I stopped right there on Route 1. 2 chicks rolled up on me. I'm feeling good. They looking good. I'm 24, 25. Nigga trying to bust a nut.
And
so you had a menage a trois with them.
Like a hoe.
Never heard
They
from
ran through.
Did you get their numbers? So you just got them and left.
Right.
I don't even remember.
What's their names, nigga?
You don't know.
I don't even remember what they looked like.
Keisha and Toya.
Nigga, I don't even know how I got back to my car. All I know, I remember.
So 2 chicks ran up on you, ran a train on you, and rolled out.
Yes, I told you I've been.
Did you wake up in your car butterball naked?
Nah, I had clothes on. They took me back to my car because I parked at the gas station. Took me back to my car. I drove.
They didn't even let you stay the night, nigga. They just let you fucking leave.
I feel like this is a say no to
Did they
drugs
get?
commercial.
Hold on. So they smoke your weed. They smoke your weed. They gave you some ass for your gas. They give you $40.
And your feelings was hurt?
Did they smack you in your ass and say you good boy?
I'm just mad because I didn't get their number to go back and do it again.
Who fault is that?
Now I'm gonna tell you some shit. Like you just kind of told on yourself. If you fuck 2 bitches and ain't nobody give you their number afterwards.
I've had over 23, so I'm not worried about that argument.
Right, but
that was some random.
Let me tell you, they might have been in a relationship and they just was like, "Hey, let's go."
Some random dick.
Hoe for the night.
Didn't I tell you my mama worked for the health department? I had.
That don't mean
I'm 40.
shit.
I'm 42
My
and 0.
mama was a firefighter. I still say.
Did you say I'm 42
I'm
and
42
0?
and 0. I have no kids at the age of 42. Trust me.
Your
I
shit
use
might not
protection.
swim. I mean, what the fuck? That don't mean nothing.
I've gotten females pregnant, but I don't have any.
See, but
Wait a minute now.
Your Honor. I would like to.
I don't have no kids walking around, but I've got.
So my previous statement to your client, sir, was that did you use protection?
Yes, I did.
His response to my question was
yes.
Yes, my mother works at the health department.
But then,
to which I stated, well, my father's a firefighter. Don't mean I know how to put the motherfuckers out.
And then he
stated some shit I forgot. It was irrelevant to my
your case. Mm-hmm.
So then he says, "Well, I got plenty of females pregnant." Oh, I said your shit must not work.
Yeah.
He said, "Well, I got plenty of females pregnant,"
which would
indicate that your client does not always use protection. Thank you, Your Honor. I close my case.
No, wait a minute. I got a couple things to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. That's it.
That's because the whole time you contradicted yourself.
You did.
I don't have any kids.
What was that? Was that Menace to Society? But when he was in order to
have any kids.
You know you're fucked up.
Have had someone pregnant means that there was a lack of prophylactics. You're lacking.
There also was a hole in the rubber one time before.
A hole in a rubber. 9 chances out of 10 do not.
If you have a child out there that has a bad attitude, a bald head, wear wife beaters, and carries a pistol.
He should talk like this.
Don't we talk about my black and heritage?
You are CPT, daddy. You
about my heritage.
Your daddy. Yeah, him black boy, your father.
I'm black and East, daddy.
He your father. Oh no.
I'm feeling attacked right now.
No, black boy, you
feeling attacked right now.
You're not attacked.
I didn't go to Secret Service.
You're not attacked.
I feel attacked right now.
No.
I'm the only black and East person in the town.
Daddy.
I told you
That is not true, because Lady Antoinette has claimed black.
She's not black and East.
Hold on, we're not black and these.
I'm black and
However,
these
we
guys.
have a lot of other in our blood. However,
I'm black on black on black on black on black.
That's what she
red.
said.
I'm black mixed with black mixed with black.
Mix with some red and magenta.
Yes,
I'm
baby.
black.
Yes, baby.
Ain't nothing blacker than me.
All
I'm
I gotta
African
say
black.
is-
Whoa.
I'm not talking about the outside. I'm talking about the inside.
Oh, wait.
My inside
I
part.
just
I don't
said,
wanna
I
know.
don't
You know
have any
what?
kids.
That you know about.
Lie.
That you know about.
I
That
have
we
had
know.
pregnancies, but I've had
Which would mean,
2
sir, that
abortions and 2 miscarriages.
So you could have had 4 kids? Dude, that's double what I had.
Coulda, woulda,
and at
shoulda.
that moment you
Only
realize
got-
your
only
pullout
got-
game is weak.
Right.
When they jump back on it, when you don't wipe it off, that's a big difference.
Nah.
Actually-
my pullout game was good.
Nah.
Can we
Just
get
today-
scientific call?
Real
Can I pull out
talk,
my
the
still not
sperm
inside?
dies. The sperm will die.
It was some of my
CP3, CP3. As your
Go ahead.
lawyer,
I'm just saying.
let's just go
Stop.
to.
You want to tell him to stop, right?
I know science.
Let's just go to the next subject.
I'm just saying, shit happens. I live
Your
with it.
client does not use protection.
I do. 99.95% of the time.
Wait, 99.95.
I never said that was
All right.
100%. I
Here
never
we
said that was
go.
100%.
Here we go.
I never
If
said
you've
that
had
was
sex,
100%.
hey, look, if you've had
I just
sex,
said
if
my
you've had
pullout game is spectacular. That's
Your
all
Honor,
I said.
Especially in
Your
the
Honor,
mid-90s.
That's
your
all I
client
said.
previously stated that he's had 20 threesomes. Now he said that he's had 4 pregnancies. So
That's a
that
good
means
ratio.
that no, because if you've had threesomes with 2 females times 20, that's 40 people, and you've had 4 pregnancies, so
That's
10% of
10%.
those have been pregnant.
But that's
Thank
not
you,
all
Your
the
Honor.
sex, but that's not all the sex that I've had.
Oh, yeah, we
I
gotta
haven't had
count
only
the singles.
threesomes in my life.
If
I've
you
had singles.
Hold on.
But
if
I'm
you
just
had
going by.
unprotected sex by CP3 in the late 90s, please give us a call.
Please give us a call.
Okay.
Ain't nobody calling.
You,
'Cause I ain't got no kids.
hit it with this straight. You or someone you know may be entitled.
You're entitled to some
You are
child
entitled.
by somebody else, because I ain't
Oh,
got.
no.
I just started working on Monday, goddamn.
Yes, he has a new.
Yes,
You
yes,
gotta-
yes.
Hold up, you gotta hit the hood rat. Girl, he got a whole new job or whatever. Y'all need to call him tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
He's starting on Monday.
Monday at
So,
8:45.
so CP3, you got a new, you got a new gig.
There we go.
Got a new gig, baby. You know, life has been crazy,
Bless your heart.
but
Look at
as
God.
long as you stay positive, keep pushing forward,
Push.
and don't let other folks bring you down and take you away from your hopes and dreams. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? I was in a job I didn't like. I was making decent money, making great money for the company, and
We're
they
not
took
gonna
me
talk
over.
about the quickie mama like that. They gave you an opportunity,
They wouldn't give me slushies unlimited, man. I wanted my blue slushies, goddammit. They wouldn't give them up like I wanted, man.
Remember we talked about his Jerry's thoughts?
Yeah.
Say what?
Go ahead with Jerry's thoughts. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I ain't even going there with y'all.
I'm just saying that you hit us with the Jerry's thoughts.
I'm just saying. Shit be rough out here, man.
You're
Just
right.
stay positive.
Stay positive.
Push forward. Don't let these naysayers tell you what you can and can't do.
Naysayers.
That's what I love. I love when folks underestimate me, tell me what I can't do.
There you
They
go.
told me I couldn't get Julie Donaldson, the senior vice president of Washington
Cue
football team
music
on my
never would
show.
have made it.
I did that.
Yeah,
They
you
told me
did
I
that.
couldn't get Doc Walker on my show.
There
I
you
did
go.
that.
You did that.
You know what I'm saying? So just chase your dreams, man, and just keep living, man. Fuck the world, man. Fuck everybody. This message is sponsored by CP3, and I'm out.
How do we go? Let it into that.
That's my inspirational real moment.
We was going good, and then he went.
Everybody, the whole world.
The music had taken me to that place. She started humming the
But
And
why-
then you-
wait,
He's stronger.
that was gospel
He's
music.
wiser.
How does gospel
It took
music
me to
better.
it brought the hatred, it
More
brought the
better.
hatred of the slavery and the anger out of it.
It's gospel music.
I told you I look at church differently, man. I told
This
you.
nigga went from Jerry Springer to 50 Cent in like 1.3 seconds.
Say what?
This shit
You know? Alright. Time out, flag on the
said,
plate.
who do your
This
eyebrows?
is the second female that's asked me who's done my eyebrows. First of all, a grown ass man does not get his eyebrows done.
My ex used to get his out. Never mind.
A grown ass man does
Wait,
not get his eyebrows
Hey,
done, and 1A does not wear skinny jeans. Second of all, My shit just grow like this because I'm smooth like that.
Oh, okay. You smooth like that? You cool like that?
This so Stretch, nigga.
Third of all,
Hey, Stretch over here like I'm
Diggable
smooth like
planets.
that.
He's on to diggable planets now. You smooth
no
like that.
grown ass man. I'm gonna say this again. No grown ass man
Can I do it? Can I do it again? Can I do
gets
it
his
again?
eyebrows
Can I do
or
it
wears
again?
skinny
No.
jeans.
Hey, Mark.
Oh Lord.
She's been really messy.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was funny though.
It's at the bar radio. We getting turned up. If she want to call some folks out, they want to call. And,
I ain't calling
we can
nobody.
roll.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
He
thank you for the
blocked me.
compliment.
No, he
But
didn't.
no, I do not get my eyebrows done. A grown ass real man does not get his eyebrows done. And the sad fact that I walked into Iverson Mall to get some snickerdoodles, they actually have a chair for dudes to get their eyebrows done.
You walk through the valley
What,
of
like
the shadow
the
of death to
threading
get
or
some
something?
cookies.
I mean, to get them shapes
All right,
up,
quick.
edged up, all that stuff.
But I'm
y'all
saying,
do.
do they do the threading? I don't do. I don't
One
get
by
my
one.
eyebrows done.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't know.
Iverson Mall cookies.
Or better.
This nigga, she live in Clinton. She from Clinton. She
Hold
don't count.
on.
Iverson Mall
Ain't
cookies.
she my
or
sister
Forest
now?
Hill?
Y'all came on the same
Iverson Mall.
place.
Iverson Mall.
Yes.
Iverson got the better cookies.
Alright.
Yeah.
Period.
I have to admit, Iverson do have better than Forest.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Iverson.
I will
Iverson.
take that stab wound and walk
I
to
agree.
Iverson to get them.
I know niggas from VA that used to go to Iverson Mall just for the
Man.
cookies.
Hey.
I was in a relationship and my ex would go to Iverson Mall and bring me cookies.
Mine would too.
every
He's probably
day.
stopping by his boyfriend house on the way, but
Yeah,
still.
we not talking
You know what?
about
That's so
that.
fucked
not
up.
Hey, Mark.
I want to pop her ass so bad.
That shit's hilarious.
I mean,
Keep doing
hey,
it.
it is what it is. If that's what
Even
Mark
that-
is, that's what Mark is, man. Love yourself, baby. Love
Don't.
yourself.
If you're expecting a positive comment from me, no, that's not gonna happen.
Sorry.
So, but I guess we do need to talk about something to end the show on a real note.
Yes.
So I guess we'd be amiss not to talk about the Breonna Taylor situation.
Definitely.
Go ahead, Jerry Springer.
Yes, let's hear.
Like I've said, I don't know all the ins and outs of the case. I've heard different stories and different interpretations of what happened. From my interpretation, there was a no-knock warrant, which I never agreed with, for an offender that was already in jail. The police break into an apartment. One of the person that lives in the apartment, her boyfriend, defends himself by someone breaking in because of a no-knock warrant. He shoots at the intruders coming into his home.
Right.
He hits a police officer, and in turn, Breonna Taylor gets 6 or 7 gunshots in her and kills her. And the cop that they decide to charge doesn't get charged with her murder, but gets charged with disbursement of ammunition and possibly endangering other folks in the vicinity of him
The
doing
other
that.
apartment.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not skilled. I don't know all the ins and outs. This is just what I've read in passing, so I'm not really gonna give an in detail, synopsis. I'll let you guys who probably studied it more. But I mean, the sad reality of it is, I'm not really shocked at what's going on because this has been the history of this country, and we are a perceived threat from birth. Once we come out the birth canal, we're thugs, we're killers, we're this and they're that, and even sleeping in your own bed, you're a perceived threat. I've been watching a lot of, with Chadwick passing away. I've been watching Marshall a lot about the civil rights movement and just thinking about some of the stuff that went on in the 50s and 60s and the stuff basically we're going through again right now because we don't study history anymore. And when they say you don't study it, you're doomed to repeat it. And I feel like that's what we're doing. And unfortunately, because of the political climate in this country right now and the status quo of the citizens of being apathetic as far as they can see past their nose and don't care about their fellow man anymore, that we're on the verge of a race war. And the sad thing I'm afraid to say is our people aren't equipped.
No, we're not.
Because the white folks go to the gun range on a weekly basis. They do wilderness survival. They go out camping and know how to survive. Luckily, I grew up and know how to do those things also. So I do have an advantage. But if there is going to be a race war, not saying that I'm hoping that that's what it is. This is just coming off the top of the head from what I've been feeling lately with everything that's going on. But before we can attack or go after so-called the people, Caucasians, non-minorities, whatever, we have to check ourselves. And we have to realize some of the things and some of the images and some of the thought process that we're putting out there to our community that I'm not saying it's aiding to what's going on, but it's not helping. We spoke several times about the Black Lives Matter movement. What is their end game? We can have all the protests in the world. We can snatch down all the statues in the world. But what is your plan to change the way our country and our world is? And if you don't have that thought process, or at least a plan in place, it's not helping. With the cops that's been getting killed, I'm not saying that with our minorities getting killed is any lesser, but by killing cops, it's not going to help the movement. By killing cops, it's not going to stop racial injustice and systematic racism in this country. It's just going to fuel to the fire of what's burning right now. And until we can actually sit and talk to each other and listen to understand, not listen to respond and have a comeback or a snappy retort, and try to understand why that person feels that way, and then give them the reason why you feel the way you feel. That's an actual conversation. And I feel like in this country now, we don't know how to do that anymore. Between modern technology and instant gratification and social media, we don't know how to communicate anymore. We don't know how to agree to disagree. We feel like, oh, if you don't agree with me, oh, you're the devil, you're a racist, you're this and that. And we throw these labels out too quickly and we prejudge. And that's where I say we have to take a step back and realize the government wants us to be divided. Because once we unite and hold them accountable and make them do what they're supposed to do, which is take care of the citizens, and not us take care of them with their second and third beach homes and their grandkids already college fund is taken care of, and we're out here working 2-3 jobs just trying to afford a $1,300 2-bedroom apartment that we can't afford, but we have no choice but to live there. We have to wake up, people. We have to stop getting distracted from the bullshit and look at the big picture. I know I was bragging about getting a new job or whatever, but I didn't have a job for a month. I had rent to pay, bills to pay. I have no idea how I was going to do it. But by faith and goodwill and the man upstairs looking out, I have a job I'm going to tomorrow. I could have sat there and wallowed in it, or the white man holding me down, the country is meant to hold me down as a black man. No. Granted, there is systematic racism and a lot of BS that goes in this country that we shouldn't have to deal with, but unfortunately we have to. But there's a means to an end. And once you can start making those baller decisions when you are successful, but sometimes you gotta suck that shit up. Life isn't easy. Sometimes pride is a motherfucker. Trust me, I know. But pride will make you late. But if you can't suck that shit up when you're not in a position to control things, you're gonna ruin yourself. You wanna suck that pride up, do what you gotta do, and when you get in that position of power, you step on their fucking throats and you let them know who the fuck you are and why they should never cross you in the first fucking place. That's the way I roll. CP3, that's the way you get survive in this country. Fuck all that sympathetic shit. Go out there, get yours, grind for yours, want yours, and don't let nobody tell you what you can't do because you can do that shit. That's all I got to say.
You get all emotional, then the thug came out in like 30 seconds, like,
I had to come back a little bit because I didn't want him to start doing, the little punching. Fight the power.
I didn't know whether to play.
Junior,
I didn't know whether to play fight the power or throw them bows.
I was about to go with the dog growl on him.
It's okay.
I felt that because it's a lot of pain out there right now. There's a lot of.
You feel like you lifted something off your chest.
I don't know this right now. Black people are hurting, man.
We are.
We are hurting on a different level, but until we come together as a people, this is how it's gonna be. Because it's no way that George Zimmerman should still be walking around. We kill each other for less. There's no reason, like, I'm not saying, oh, go out there and kill. I mean, I'm with the shits. But at the same time, like,
disclaimer.
We got a disclaimer. But
she said she's with the shits now.
At the same time, we gotta do something different. Since the beginning of the time, black people, we've been our own problem. We've been our own we've caused our own demise. Black people, it was black people in the slave trade. Now, how you sell your own folk, and we still doing that same shit today? And that's why we haven't. You see, white people set shit up for generations. Yeah. Black people, if I see you being successful in doing shit, I'm gonna tear you down instead of building you up because I don't want you to ahead of me. Yep. Instead of me being there, be like, oh, this what you doing? All right, here are my hands to help. Real shit. True. That's part of our problem. The other thing with America is that we're not thinking about is it's our constitutional right to overthrow the government, but nobody wants to talk about this. Right. When your government is no longer serving the people, which is their job, we have the right to put all them motherfuckers out there, but we won't educate ourselves properly. We want to listen to all these tapes and all these hoteps and, my third eye to the pie. And women need to bow down. No, if you know anything about Earth and you know anything about creation in the universe, that you know that the energy that the universe has is feminine, but that's a whole nother subject. But at the end of the day, we not supporting each other. We not loving each other right. We let them bring in the welfare system to break down, to take the black men out the homes. Then once they took away the wealth, they took away the black men out the homes. Black women have had to step up and become, we got to become the men. So now we fighting with our men instead of understanding that my power is in my submission. My power isn't in trying to be the man like you. My power is in my submission. So if I could use my power in submission to you as the head, even though, you the head, but I'm the neck, and you can't move without me. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We can come together and do some real shit, but until we get that, we gonna have Breonna Taylors. We gonna have Trayvon Martins. We gonna have Eric Garner. We gonna continue to have that because they're not afraid of us. They're afraid of us on the surface, but they know that it's enough of them. And
for this time.
Hello.
What's yeah, that's me again. Hey, look, I had to call back. I had to call back on this one because now y'all talking my language now. Y'all really talking my language, and I wanted to piggyback. You know what I'm saying? Because each one of y'all have a valid point, but you also have to remember, and I put it in the comments twice, bro. You can't free no happy slave.
No.
You did what I'm saying? We have been conditioned to a point that we no longer seek we no longer desire to create jobs. We just want the job that is paying and giving us a superficial emotion of financial stability.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. And as far as black people uniting, I mean, it sounds good, but let's call a spade, bro. Because what's going on now ain't no different than what's been going on since the 30s. It's been the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Has it evolved? Yes, because instead of motherfuckers walking around with sheets over their face, now motherfuckers got suits. Motherfuckers is wearing robes. You see what I'm saying? And motherfuckers want to keep playing into this same, well, we got to raise arms. Bro, the days of Martin Luther King are done. The days of Malcolm X are done. If black people really wanted to make an impression, one day, if for one day, black people spent not $1, do you know how that will cripple this economy?
Yeah, just one day.
Look at how many people got that $1,200 stimulus check and blew it on bullshit.
Tell it again.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's look at how many people who are having kids just for the simple fact that they know they gonna get welfare. You see what I'm saying? And then as far as black men, and this is coming, you know what I'm saying, from a black man. You dig what I'm saying? The biggest issue I have with us is that it's not a problem until somebody else says it's a problem. We have become a race that there is a select few that I'm gonna say that got that lion in them. But for the most part, there's a lot of bitches in us now. Because we are afraid, oh, well, they might kill me. Well, bro, I mean, if I'm not the most religious person, but if you look back in the times of Moses when, you know, the Egyptians were slaves, did Moses say, is death not better than bondage?
Well,
So I'm gonna live like a coward because I want to live, but I would rather live through some bullshit.
Well,
So, and I understand with Big Dog, you know what I'm saying, getting emotional and shit because, bro, even with me being educated, having degrees, having the career that I have, bro, I'm always going to be looked at as a nigga. And the sad part is, and this is the killer. I'm more viewed as a nigga by my own people.
because we're conditioned that way.
You see what I'm saying?
We're,
And then when you open your mouth,
we're
and then
conditioned
when you open your mouth,
to take each other down. We're conditioned not to pull each other up. You ever notice in a situation, um, the minute you get a promotion or the minute you start a business, the first people to tear you down are your own.
Now you act
well, see,
think you better than
well, see, Killer Mike said it best. This is no longer about oppression. This is about black people arguing over who has the best master.
Yeah,
He did say that.
that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, you could read 100 books and you can quote 100 iconic lines from the most you know legendary people. At the end of the day, you know what protesting does? It gives motherfuckers reason to do dumb shit.
true.
Them days are over with. Fuck looking for a good job. How about we create businesses that's gonna create the jobs? Because now you talking with fucking power. Motherfuckers don't want to vote. Okay, well, these motherfuckers that's running for office, what are you gonna do for our community? Motherfuckers don't care about that shit. Just like I'm gonna give you a prime example. Let me show you just how eyes are wide the fuck shut. This whole tax deferral that this Cheeto head motherfucker got going on. You know there's people actually right here like, oh shit, no taxes taken out of my check. Yo, that's good money. Not thinking that come January 1st, they're going to double dip the fuck out your ass.
Yep.
Well, that's just the American public being gullible and for the quick fix.
Yep.
And like you were saying, until we start educating ourselves, because the one thing I try to preach to folks is you can't hate the white man. You got to embrace him because he's the one that makes the rules of the game. And until you learn,
That's because he's been allowed.
yeah,
He's been allowed to make the rules.
yeah, you have,
He's been allowed to make the rules.
yeah, but you have to beat the game from the inside. You can't
Well,
beat
see,
it from the outside. So you have,
he,
unfortunately, you have to bow down to a certain extent to learn the game. And that's one thing I pride myself on in dealing with some of the people and the folks that I've dealt with. Like, I've been in a white community. I've lived in a house with 8 white people for 5 years and understand how they think and their thought process. So when I attack this business model or attack things that's going on in my life right now, I handle it like a white person. When I get a cop that's over aggressive or escalates the situation, I don't buck back and start cussing and fussing. I get his fucking hands from him and file harassment charges and get his ass a flag in his file. So it's
well, see,
handling
here's the only
situations.
issue with education. Here's the only issue with educating yourself. Because with educating yourself, it comes a whole nother level of fucking responsibility.
Yes, sir. But
And as a culture, we have shown on more than one occasion, we don't want that problem.
But
We want to benefit from it.
to step up and
We want to benefit from it.
Education is nothing without you gotta implement
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
you have-
There's
but-
a lot of niggas that know shit, but we aren't implementing it. We aren't doing it.
Exactly. If you have that knowledge,
or
you-
teaching it.
exactly.
You have to teach it to
in
the
order
next
to overcome,
generation.
in order to be seen as equal, in order to be seen as a
We don't
equal
want to be
class
seen
citizen.
as equal. We
you
want to be
have-
seen as who we are.
I mean, equal as in we're
let's
not
be
black
real.
man or black woman. We're just a man or.
Well, here's the thing. We are never going to be at a point where we're going to be seen equal because we already seen in the U.S. Constitution we were considered 3/5 of a fucking person. So we will never meet that goal.
Argument all the time, but I also make the argument that I have a lot of Republican, conservative, so-called prejudiced, racist folks on my social media that after talking to them and understanding where they're coming from and getting an understanding of where I'm coming from and not being all wrapped up in hate and anger and the oppression that we face, look at them as the person that they are, not as a white man or a white woman that's oppressed my race for over 400 years, and have an open conversation with them. About 95% of the time, I've been able to have a reasonable conversation and continue to be friends with those people that had different mindsets because, for one, prejudice and racist are two different things, and unfortunately, black folks are so quick to label someone as racist when they're prejudiced because we are a racist culture also. I will always say we can never be racist because if we are, you have to have power and control someone else's life and be able to control their livelihood if you are racist. We are prejudiced. We prejudge people off of preconceived notions the same way they prejudge us as a perceived threat from birth, as a thug, killer, murderer, rapist, whatever. But in my travels and talking on social media, yes, I throw insults. Yes, I say stuff that's inappropriate. Yes, I say stuff that's going to hurt people's feelings. But just like comedians of the past, those were the foreseers of the society because they would touch on those sensitive areas that nobody else would. And they will make laughter out of it. And once you make it funny, then it becomes relatable. Not saying that what's going on right now is funny, but we have to stop hating folks based off of their color or their political affiliation. Because the whole movement behind Black Lives Matter is we don't want to be judged based off of our black skin and we're a perceived threat because we're a black male or a black woman, and we can't label all police or figures of authority as they hate black people, they want to kill us because that's hypocritical. We're arguing against your own argument of the process that you're making. So we have
and my issue with Black Lives Matter and here's my thing. Definitely, I understand the foundation of it. I do, but like you said, let's take the race out of it. Let's because I feel like the race card is a fucking crutch at this point. Let's pull that card out, okay? When you pull the race card away from Black Lives Matter, what are we talking about? Fucked up ass individuals. Period. It don't matter what your race is, don't matter what your background is. We're talking about fucked up individuals. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when people say, well, you got to get behind the Black Lives Matter movement, and I was like, we got to get behind the Black Lives Matter movement, but we fuck up our own neighborhoods as a way of protest.
True.
We don't go to the perk where they got the picket fences at. You know what I'm saying? And they got the whole playground sitting on 3 acres in somebody's backyard. We fuck our own shit up. And then the businesses that are trying to give back to the community, you want to fuck them up.
Well, let's
for what?
Take a step back. Hold on. Because unfortunately, a lot of people from other cultures were actually exploiting Black Lives Matter movements and events and protests. What they were doing were actually messing up black communities and writing Black Lives Matter, but they weren't black. So you also have to identify that. It's not all.
But you also have to look at that not everybody that was a part of the Black Lives Matter movement that was black was being 100. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean.
We can easily point out what every other race has done and what they was done wrong. But it's hard for us to hold that mirror up and look at ourselves as well.
Right. But what I'm saying is that you put yourself in a position where someone is able to exploit you. That's really what I mean.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
So
Yes, Lord.
Because it was just all over the place, and there were so many people that did it because they felt it was trendy. And so because they felt it was trendy, it was open. It was an open door to everyone. And you had people of all different races, backgrounds, religions, all of that joining in and saying, oh, we're a part of this movement, a movement that they considered trendy. Because let's be real, it was trendy. Nobody cared about this movement until fairly recently. You know, I don't want to say nobody, but a lot of people did not care. And then all of a sudden, it's trending across the world. So then you have people who never really cared before. They heard about Black Lives Matter. They heard about the protests. They heard about police brutality. And now all of a sudden, they're like, oh, well, let me join the movement. And then there are a lot of people that took that opportunity, black, white, whatever. You know, they took that opportunity to say, you know what? I want to go break some windows. Let's go do that and say it's in the name of Black Lives Matter. So you have to be very, I guess, not really strict, but you have to streamline this whole thing. You know, you have to tighten it up because you do have people that are using this opportunity in a negative way. So we can't even say that it was all these black people that were tearing up the neighborhoods. There are some. Let's keep it real. There are some, but however, there were a lot of people, and I saw it firsthand. There were a lot of people that were destroying our community, saying that they were doing it for our cause, and in reality, it wasn't, because at the end of the day, they don't understand the movement. They don't feel like the message is clear exactly what we want, because at the you turn around and they pulled Aunt Jemima off the shelves. When we're saying stop killing us, they pull Aunt Jemima off. What does that have to do with police brutality? Not anything.
It don't have nothing. It don't have nothing, but it goes back to being relatable because they know niggas love Aunt Jemima on their pancakes. Just that quick. And people laugh about it, but they're not paying attention to the subtleness of the move. This shit is strategic.
Broken leg, pretty much.
But what you gotta think about that move was
It was a financial move.
it was a financial move.
Yeah.
That move was okay. We pulled it. But what about Aunt Jemima's family that collects residual income off of her likeness?
Oh, well, let's talk
So
about our lovely Washington football team. We can talk about that too, because you have a lot of people that did not care about the Dakota pipelines, but all of a sudden you care when it comes to native images and the
That part.
people. All of
That
a
part.
sudden, when it came to a football team, but it was
That
okay
part.
to poison these people's water. It was okay to tear up their grounds, ancient burial grounds, sacred burial grounds. It was okay to do that, but you can. Oh, let's change this name of this football team. Nike pulled out. Amazon was boycotting it. But what happened when you're literally affecting these people on a daily basis? We're talking about their health, we're talking about their livelihood, and let's not talk about the fact that the Redskins name, logo, and image actually did benefit some Native American families and culture across the country, because yes, that man who was the face of the Washington Redskins, that was a real man. That
Yeah, facts.
he had relatives. The man who created the image was also a Native American that was proud of what they produced, and they took that away. Not saying that a lot of people feel like the term redskin was inappropriate. That's one thing, but to take away that man's image, that's a whole nother ballgame. He was proud.
Exactly.
He died
Exactly.
proud of that. But yet you can take that away. But we can boast, these white men in the side of a mountain. We can put that up, and we can go around and we can take pictures of that whole time. That was called Six Grandfathers, and it was a Native American mark. That was something that they cherished, and we took that. Well, not we. This country took that and put white faces on it, but that's okay.
you gotta think about what's coming up. We got in October, Happy Rape and Murder Day, which is Columbus Day.
Well, and it's Indigenous Americans Day. Yes.
And then we also have when they celebrate George Washington's birthday and President's Day, like we can pull down statues, and I'm all for pulling down statues. But at the same time, why do we celebrate like George Washington's birthday as a national holiday? He's a slave owner. That's not a national holiday to me.
You know why, bruh?
He's not the father of the country. He's a slave owner. He will never be. He's a slave owner to me. But I'm saying, but I know why.
But when you ask that, that's like asking why do we celebrate Valentine's Day? Because if you really knew the true meaning of Valentine's Day, it would be nothing to fucking celebrate.
Yep. That's true.
But Valentine's Day is not a national holiday.
Right. You don't get today off.
Like you don't get it. Like we pay black people, the hardworking black people, off on President's Day, in Columbus Day, and these dudes are nothing more but rapists and murderers.
You gotta think about it.
But then we act like when we talk about the police and stuff, why the police is corrupt. If we celebrate rapists and murderers,
it's the whole country.
How would you expect anything to be fair?
Right. Because it's all right. Because it's all white.
But wait a minute. Hold on. I can't say that. I can't say because it's all white. Because let's take it even a step further. Let's talk about the veterans of all colors.
But it's all
We're talking about people.
about the money. It's all about the capitalism. It's all about the
Thank you.
1%. That's what
Thank
it's
you.
all about. And what are the 1%? There are no 1% black folks. There are no 1% Spanish folks. There are no 1% Chinese folks. There are 1% white folks. When Ass Hat in Chief got in the office and he was talking that make America great again, I put the question out there. When was America great for anybody besides a white male? It's never been great for anybody besides a white male. So they're going. So when he said that shit, I knew what it was. That's why all the shit that he's going on,
Facts.
and all of this distraction shit, and folks want to get upset about a tweet he put out or some shit that he said. Do you understand? He's a master of distraction. This is what the fuck he does. And unfortunately, our people aren't smart enough to realize that shit, and they want to get caught up. That's why most of them are Democrats. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm independent. But because our people get caught up in the fucking labels that this country puts out there, black, white, wealthy, middle class, upper class, all of that bullshit, we fall into it. Not just us as black people, but as the whole civilization in this country. And until we watch,
But it's not the fact. It's not the fact they're not smart enough. Once again,
they are.
you can't free a happy slave.
Everything he tweets out, he can say
You can't.
guys.
They good with where they at.
Had 2,000 Democrats on social media talking about how stupid he is. But what the fuck does that do about getting him out of office? What the fuck does that do about taking the processes and all the programs that Obama put in place to help minorities that he signed in the orders at the same time? That's why I say this Black Lives Matter movement is cool. But until you have a fucking end game and it's not about protesting and pulling down fucking statues, what are you going to do to make this country better?
It's a dog and pony show because fuck the Republicans, fuck the Democrats, fuck all of the politicians because guess what? When the country shuts down, guess who still gets fucking paid?
The politician.
It don't matter what color you fucking are at that point. Oh, I'm a politician. My shit guaranteed. So I'm with you 100% with what's the end game. Because here's the thing. You can only kill so many motherfuckers. You can only lock away so many motherfuckers. At what point, like, honestly, we are going to be our own extinction. It's not going to be a natural disaster. It's not going to be something that come in from space and wipe us the fuck out. We are going to be our own extinction. It's too many people that want to play God and not enough people that want to worship.
There's too many people that want to talk about doing right but don't want to do right. It's all about right and wrong and wanting to be so-called right and having your chest out and talking down on folks because you swear you're right, but nobody wants to do right anymore. And that's the problem right now. It's just like with the justice system, with people in the street every day. The justice system is flawed because they're all about percentages, DAs keeping their jobs, getting people locked up. But it's not about justice, what it's truly supposed to be about. I know I just watched the movie Just Mercy last night, so I watched it for the first time last night, and I was actually.
We can tell you've been emotional all fucking show, nigga.
I sitting in my eye all last night watching that joint, man, because that's some real shit. I've been in some situations like that. I've been in situations where I fit the description of a so-called whatever, and I got lost in the system for a so-called weekend. Almost lost my job over some bullshit because some prejudiced cop that I had to file harassment charges on that eventually, got what he deserved. So I understand both sides, but I also understand the side of it that my mom worked for the police department for 15 years as a civilian, and I've sat across and ate dinner with some of these cops that all of them aren't bad. So we can't put them all in the same bunch.
That's true.
We have to judge them the same way we want them to judge us as individuals, not off of some previous experience that they've had or some bad running they had with some high drugged up, whatever. So my ultimate message is we have to communicate. We have to talk to each other. And until we can do that and not get butthurt or offended or take shit personal, we're not going to advance. And I feel like that's the biggest downfall with our country right now is motherfuckers is too soft. Motherfuckers want to be sensitive and want to be offended about shit instead of manning a woman to fuck up, dealing with it and taking it. We always heard when we came up, put your, hands or whatever, you hurt me, but words will never hurt me or whatever, fists and punches and all that. I don't remember the exact quote because I used to fight back no matter you said words.
You was a thug nigga, so you
did. So if you called me a name when you started swinging, I'm swinging back.
Nigga, you was swinging when they said names. Stop faking.
The wrong way was the problem.
It's sticks and stones.
Yeah.
It hurt my bones.
Words never hurt.
It may
Janet.
break my bones. Same thing.
Well, look, lady Antoinette.
Whoever said that bullshit should have been punched in the face.
I mean, but that's some real shit though. But think about how many butthurt motherfuckers we got now that's sensitive about words. If you long as you ain't putting your hands on me, what the fuck can you do to me to affect me? That's what I say. You can say whatever you want, but if you're not putting money in my pocket, food in my stomach, or a roof over my head, I can give two fucks what you got to say about me. So.
But then, wait a minute. But hold on. Let's go one step further.
Right.
What happens when the person that is putting money in your pocket, that is feeding you, and that is clothing you, is the one that's saying the shit?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different situation, right? Then you got to reevaluate things and figure out where you are in your life, that you're getting all, that you have someone else giving all the power to your life, empowering you to live and survive. You got to take a step back and figure out what you're doing wrong in your life to let somebody else have that power over your existence.
You know what? God damn it! I like how y'all think. Hey, the next time y'all have a show, bottle on me, man. I like y'all, motherfuckers. Man. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Let y'all get back. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it, man. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all letting me join y'all, man, and politic with y'all for a little bit, man.
You had some good words, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate some good shit out there.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come by, dog.
And let me say, CP3.
Yes, ma'am.
He done watched
Oh.
Marshall and he done watched Just Mercy. So Chad and Mike then hyped him all the way up.
Lady Antoinette.
He is fired up.
Lady Antoinette. And he's still gonna find him a white girl tonight.
You goddamn right. I'm gonna violate somebody's throat. Somebody's throat tonight, goddamn.
Oh, somebody help me.
Hey, say no more.
Don't let him fool you.
I only worry about green and pink, baby. Money, weed, and pussy. That's the only thing I worry about.
Hey, everybody got their vice, baby. I ain't mad at you.
All right.
But thanks.
All right, man. Y'all be easy.
Hey, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, let me say my little piece on Brianna. Oh shit. Yeah, I can say nothing. So
yeah.
let me tell y'all, I've been looking into this and I've been kind of reading up on it. A lot of information has recently come out, including body cams. Initially, they were saying, "Oh no, the officers involved in the raid, they didn't have body cams because they were a part of their little drug unit, and they have plain clothes, so they didn't have body cams." But the photos and the other body cams for the aftermath shows that they did in fact have body cams. So where's that footage? So it's a big issue. I mean, including the fact that apparently that department's policy is when an officer is involved in an incident, meaning Breonna Taylor lost her life, shots were fired, another officer got hit. When officers are involved in that particular incident, SWAT will come onto the scene. Okay, those officers that were involved in the initial incident are supposed to be buddied with like a peer support person, and they are supposed to be removed from the general scene or the investigation. That didn't happen. There's some footage of that not happening. The main officer that got fired, he was able to leave the scene without a buddy, go to the hospital, and the whole nine. Apparently, the chief or some high up official from the police department was at the hospital and saw him and thought that it was strange that he was there without a peer support person. There's a lot of things that were not done correctly.
But
it was a lot of stuff.
Just to quantify what you're saying, give them a little bit of your background, Lady Antoinette, that you know some of the stuff that you're talking about, that you're not just putting shit out there.
I'm not just putting it out there. So a large part of my family is law enforcement. I have worked with law enforcement. I actually went to school and I thought I was going to be a lawyer and decided not to do that. So that was my major.
I'm not a lawyer.
Nah.
I can see you having an argument in court.
You're right. However, my temper may not.
Oh yeah, I can see you smacking somebody with a law book too.
Yeah, fuck you, Your Honor. So it's just.
My client was guilty, Your Honor. That's why you ain't got no tires in your car. I'm petty.
I ain't want my
with me, so I ain't fucking with you,
Right,
Your Honor.
there's some,
Have a safe walk home.
there's some things that like I realized way back when that wasn't for me. I want to say probably about 2002, 2003. I realized that being a lawyer was not for me.
How many bitches did you smack before you realized that?
Be quiet.
I knew somebody.
And I actually worked for a lawyer at one point. I went to Norfolk State University. I've said that before. And I was actually a legal secretary for some time at a law firm in Suffolk, Virginia. So that was.
I know Suffolk.
I bet you do.
Hey, look,
Ain't no kids down there? Don't answer that. Continue, Lady Antoinette.
You don't mess around in Suffolk. That's one thing. You don't mess around in Suffolk.
You don't. And I worked right across the street from the courthouse, and I saw quite a few things. So I decided that being a lawyer wasn't my thing. However, I make it a point. That's just me as a person to make sure that I look into certain things. I don't want to say something to you guys, and I have not looked into anything. With that said, this man, Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, okay, he's laying in the bed. They both laying in the bed, asleep. He hears someone enter into the home. Fires some shots, hits a police officer. He doesn't know it's a police officer. All said and done, Breonna Taylor lost her life. They take him outside. He's questioning them. What did I do? What did I do? Because they're trying to handcuff him. They're trying to arrest him. They told this man that he was about to go to jail for life. For what? For what exactly? I personally feel like they weren't being realistic when they were dealing with him. They weren't looking at him as a man. Because if you sit back and take a second, just think just a little bit. Someone entered, you're asleep. When you're asleep, you're just resting, you're at peace, right? Someone breaks into the home. He is alarmed to the point where he has to fire a weapon.
The crazy thing is, and is that you have an interesting point is when one of my family members got arrested about 5 years ago, and they did raid his house, but they knew where he was. So when he was picked up in Philly, they knew there was no one in the house when they executed the warrant. Like, they know these things.
Right.
They know.
Because you're supposed to do proper intel.
Yes.
And we have already said from the beginning, we heard that the intel was not right.
Correct.
The intel, because the guy that was the source of this whole entire case was no longer her man.
Nope.
And they had it on record that was her man.
Yes.
And that hadn't been her man for some time. So now her new man is literally, and as a man, I feel like at some point they should have put themselves in his shoes. He's laying in the bed with his girlfriend. Someone comes into the home, okay? And whether they announce themselves or not, you're asleep. Someone comes into the home, you're alarmed to the fact that you have to fire a weapon, okay? They return fire, ends up killing her. And now they're trying to arrest you? You just lost your girl. Someone just they disrupted your peace. Not one time did those officers take a step back and think, this man might be going through something. Yeah. He was in jail for her funeral. Am I correct?
I believe so.
So you mean to tell me that was okay? So all said and done, there are a lot of police officers in that particular jurisdiction that don't necessarily agree with it. However, and I know this to be fact, it is very difficult to speak up and against your fellow officer.
True.
Not only will you possibly get fired, but you will be cast out under so many.
The blue wall of silence.
It's crazy.
We spoke about that several times.
Right, but the stuff that these officers have to go through when they want to speak up and say the right thing is unreal. Okay?
You get set up for shit like that.
Right. You're going to mess around and go to jail just for speaking up and saying the truth. So, with that said, number one, I want to say this. We had a man protecting his household. At that time,
yes,
he's the man of the house. Whether that was officially his apartment or not, that was her boyfriend, that was her man. He's the man of the house. He was trying to protect his household. There's so many people out here that have the argument right now, protect our queens. Black men need to step up. We have to look at this situation and acknowledge the fact that this black man tried to step up
And protect this queen.
and protect his household, not just his queen, but just think of it as his household. At the time, he is the man of the house. He was protecting his household, and look what happened. You have to understand that yes, both of you on each side of me, we're talking about how we need to stick together, and it's not just stick together as a people, but you need to stick together. There's so many, like we having a battle of the sexes. We say we're gonna have a battle of the sexes, but at the end of the day, when it comes to black man and black woman, for real, the black woman is not really protected. Black people are not really protected. So the problem is, the way to solve that is that we have to protect each other. I have seen cases where there was a viral video at one point where the police had a black man at gunpoint. This black woman came and stood in the way and said, "Y'all don't have to do this. Y'all don't have to treat him like this." When all is said and done, she de-escalated the situation, and another officer asked her, "Who is he to you?" She says, "I don't even know him." That is protecting your people. That is an example of how we look out for each other. And that's really what we need to do.
Well, that goes kind of back to my argument about us caring about our fellow man. And unfortunately, in this dating time, we don't. We have a selfish mentality and of the, well, I did it, you should better do it too. And like I said, I'm coming out of a situation where I was out of work for a month and I could have wallowed in it and, you know, whatever. But I tried to go out there and find another job. But it's not that easy for everyone else. You know, I've had certain benefits in my life, you know, from having a father and mother background. I mentioned that before, from 27 years. Some folks haven't had that for 27 seconds. So they don't have the moral background or the upbringing to understand what's right and wrong and how to do things properly. But we have to start holding ourselves accountable, and I feel like we don't do that anymore because we have so many people that's willing to blame any and other reason, because there are other reasons. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not justified, but excuse me, you can't use that as a crutch.
Right.
You have to learn how to circumvent the system.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to play the game. And this is an analogy that I use all the time that a lot of folks in DMV hate when I say this, but I would rather hang out with a VA motherfucker than I would with a DC motherfucker. Because a DC motherfucker, you can take them to somewhere nice, and they're going to be a DC motherfucker. But a VA motherfucker, because they've been in the Commonwealth and understand how they get looked at and looked at differently, they will adapt to that situation and act accordingly.
So what you're saying is you're a traitor?
No, what I'm saying is sometimes you have to adapt. You can't always be, oh, well, this is my block, this is what I'm used to.
I don't look at it as adapting. You have to be versatile. And I'm gonna be real with you. I agree. Yeah. Because I remember years ago, hopefully my friend John is watching. He invited me to. He was working, you know, for this company that had a lot of money, and they had their Christmas party, and it was at Annapolis Yacht Club. And the people who were attending, like, they were like real ballers, you know. And he asked me to come with him. He's single. He wanted to bring someone. We're just friends, so don't get no ideas.
Are you sure?
That's what
they all say.
Very sure.
It wasn't me.
And so
Shaggy.
A lot of women that he dealt with, you know, he couldn't really necessarily bring. So he brought me, and I like won the crowd over by having conversations with these people. I'm bumping elbows with like multimillionaires and stuff, you know, and it's important, and it was very important to him because he was the only black person, you know, in his corporate office. Right. And so with that said, it was very important to him to come, and whoever he brought with him would be able to, you know, bump elbows with these people.
So you didn't bring so basically he didn't bring a hood rat to the company picnic.
I feel like someone's coming at me right now with that comment right there. I feel because we're having. I was about to have a flashback to a conversation that we had. That Yes, I brought a female to a company.
You bought a hood rat.
Okay. Truth be told, okay, me and CP3, we did work together, and he did.
They coming for me, y'all.
Bring some ratchetness.
Look,
to one of our company
was she
functions.
able to hold a conversation when people talk to her?
She was like, these crabs is good, you know. Oh,
look,
my God.
Okay, we had my old company. I'm not gonna name any names.
Yeah, we're not gonna put that name out there.
But we had a hate relationship.
Okay, you hated them, they hated you.
They hated me, and they couldn't get rid of me, and I wasn't going nowhere. I was making good money.
So in turn, you said, I'm going to show them. I'm going to bring this ratchet stripper with me to a company function. That's the way you handled it? I told y'all CP3 like ratchet pussy.
What could they do?
You did say it.
You know, in my late 20s, yes, I did. I'm in my early 40s now. It's a different ball.
Okay, but at the same time, like,
wait a minute.
and I think you still like ratchet.
I did.
You know?
Raise your hand if you think CP3 still likes ratchet pussy.
I mean, I like it. I mean, I want to be with it.
Okay, but you didn't want to be with her either. You just brought her to the function to make her think.
Fun. I was having fun at the time.
You did it to make her think that she was more important than she was.
I mean, I was getting some tricks.
Because you was like, oh, so she thought
CP3 can't.
Right, she was like, oh, I get to come with him to his company.
His company party.
And they got crabs.
I'm just saying.
She
was getting benefits. I was getting benefits.
No, she was twerking,
She was
but nobody
getting benefits.
else was.
I was getting benefits. Everybody was
So
happy.
she got crab legs.
She got crab.
And you bought your nieces.
And she got her legs sprayed.
Oh my.
You know what? Lady Antoinette, you can finish your statement, please.
Okay, so I want to say this. I want to, CP3 spoke on people getting ready for this race war that he was saying. First of all, I don't necessarily want to say, yes, let's get ready for a quote unquote race war, because I don't want to promote violence. However, I feel that it is important for all people of this country to exercise certain rights. With that said, please look into your rights and exercise them. If you're comfortable with firearms, don't just go out and buy a gun. Do it legally. Okay? Get a license. Okay? I want to give a shout out to all of the black gun owners. There is a National African American Gun Association.
I'm working with them now.
So you do that. You join them. A lot of people are like, oh, NRA this and this and that. Well, guess what? People gave NRA the power that they have.
And
so
therefore,
give National African American Gun Association their power. I went and I did all of my training to receive a concealed carry permit in quite a few states. And I will say, I'm gonna give a shout out, and we're gonna talk about this because I got a lot of my information and I got my training from a black owned armory. Shout out to Wilson Brother Armory. They are black owned. And it is very important to me to also support black-owned businesses. I need to say this. Black-owned businesses. I switched my toothbrushes to a black-owned business. Like, it is not a game. Be for your people. If that's what you want to do, be for your people. There's no need to give your money to everybody under the sun, but yet you talking about, us black people, we need to do this, we need to do that. No. Put your money where your mouth is.
Most of them can't do that.
Well, guess what? You can. You can, and then right now there are a lot of resources out there to show you the black banks, the black companies, just about anything that you can buy from a black person. So put your money where your mouth is. If that's what you want to do, do it. If you say, hey, I don't want to deal with black businesses, I'm gonna stick with this business over here, fine, that's up to you. That's your money. However, don't be fake about it. Don't be fake about it. Don't go around saying black power, black lives matter, but you won't even think about giving your money to black people. Now, and with that said, I'm a business owner, and I want to say this to these black business owners out here. Don't think that just because your customers are black, you can treat them like your cousin Ricky. Okay, customer service is key. I'm going to expect you to have the same professionalism with your business that you would with these white people's business. Don't play like that. Right. At the same time,
Money is money, regardless of who's holding the money. If you want to be professional with one person of one race, you do the same thing with everyone. And that's how you grow your business. Because I've heard so many times a lot of people don't want to support black businesses because a lot of black businesses don't have good customer service. That's terrible.
But you gotta also look at the flip side of it. As 151 always makes the analogy, you don't see black folks going to groups trying to argue them down about their price.
Exactly.
So you can't go into a black establishment
You
because
stand
you
your
black.
ground.
You think you can haggle down the price and well, I'm going to the Chinese man because he could go down for $3.
And
but
you know
if you want
what?
to support it. Don't try to haggle because you think we the same color and you deserve a better price.
But I'm gonna be real with you. Me personally, if I have two different places doing the same, providing the same service,
I'm playing more of the black business.
Right. But here's my thing: if I see two different places doing the same thing, having the same product, one place has terrible customer service and it's cheaper, and the other place has amazing customer service and it's a little bit more. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. I'm going to spend my money where I know my money is accepted and appreciated. So therefore, these black business owners out here, step your game up.
It's not necessarily even step your,
but no, step your game up and just keep it moving. Because don't ask me for no.
As a black business owner, this is how I operate. I have three businesses. I have a cleaning company. I have a recruiting company. At one point, I had a daycare. That was the funniest shit I've ever done. That shit was funny.
She too ratchet for that.
That shit was funny. Fuck
you leaving kids on the curb, weren't
you? No, she just
6:30. You ain't here, baby. Your kid gonna be on the corner.
But no. So my thing is, as far as let's just go my cleaning company, which is 3 years old this year. But
happy anniversary.
Dustin Davis Cleaning Service. Check me out on Instagram. But no, one of the things is people used to always say, "Oh, why your prices so high?" Because I'm good at what I do. And when you come in, you get what you pay for. So you got these people that say, "Oh, I'm coming and I'm cleaning your house for $100," and the baseboards is messed up. The baseboards look trifling. The toilet seat, nobody's cleaning. Nobody's really cleaning. They just wiping shit down.
There's wiping stuff down and it's cleaning, and it's a difference. A lot of people, and people don't know the difference.
And I'm not gonna kill you with a whole bunch of chemicals and stuff, because most of my stuff is organic. But that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But as a black business owner, I make sure that when I set appointments, I show up on time. I make sure that when I tell you, hey, this is the deposit. That's the deposit across the board. That's not you, my grandmama, and them. So you pay. No, my grandmother paid me for my cleaning services. It wasn't ain't shit free, because I can't go tell the Pepco man, Pepco, don't you remember that time? I know you remember.
I clean your house. Man.
Nah, it is what it is. It's business and it's family, and I think we gotta learn to respect that, because when we don't, that's when you had a black businesses going under. Because everybody want a discount. Everybody want it. No, I'm giving you good customer service. I'm showing up on time. I'm making sure that when I leave, I had one client, your homegirl, one client who used to love when I would come to clean her house because of the energy that I left there. See, a lot of times as black business owners, we also got to be cognizant of our energy when we go in people's houses or when we do a service, regardless of what it is.
Yep.
I think once we get that portion together, I think black people, our problem is we don't have the fundamentals together. Once we get the fundamentals together, we're going to be unfuckwittable. That's my word, marketing.
Rick Ross said it.
Who?
Rick Ross and Jay-Z said that.
I think it goes deeper than that. I think it goes to the knowledge of self and actually knowing that you can succeed.
But you gotta start with the fundamentals, though.
But no, a lot of people nowadays feel entitled.
Well, that's a participation award.
No, because let's keep it real. That phrase, "we are not our ancestors," let me tell you something. That's true on so many levels. One level that bothers me is the fact that our ancestors, they were like, you know what, I'm going to fight for what I feel I deserve.
Yeah, they don't fight for
we, nowadays, and I'm not saying us individually, but we as a people right
40
now,
acres and a mule, and they won't even fucking get up and go to work every day.
Right, and they feel entitled,
and
you are not entitled. Here's the thing, I don't care who you are, what race you are not entitled to anything.
That's the indoctrination into this country, though.
Well,
but guess what? In reality, you're not entitled because even these people, that 1% that you're talking about, let's be real. Something can happen one day, and whoever these particular people are, individually, you can lose it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
And one day, let's be real. Enron,
I mean, that's
people
true.
were destroyed. They were killing themselves over that situation.
But when you're that top 1%, your grandkids are taken care of. So if you lose 100 billion, that ain't sweat off your balls because you already got 900 billion sitting somewhere else because you control this country.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Even those people who are in that aspect, they still work hard to maintain what they have and the place that they have, the place that they hold in this society, in this country. They still put forth some effort. You do have some spoiled, rich, entitled ones in their family. However, to keep the ball running, somebody is making it happen. Somebody is working. Somebody is staying up late.
It's the hypocrisy of the system. Because if it's all like you say, you can have any type of business whatsoever. We've seen the talcum powder industry with the cervical cancer. Johnson still go on. They pay a settlement. They're still out there doing it. But if it's a minority-owned company and you do something to hurt the American public, they're going to bury you because it's all right, because it's all white. If you think that a nigga named Lewis Johnson owned tobacco, do you think cigarettes will still be legal when they know that it causes lung cancer?
Okay, but here's the thing. You also got to remember this. These companies, Johnson & Johnson, got a backing that's unbelievable.
Through the government and through lobbyists and through long-term politicians.
Okay.
Which is the system.
But it's not, let me tell you something. It's possible for a black-owned business to start putting forth the effort to build that. It is possible.
But you can't
look
hurt
at Congress.
one person.
But listen to what I'm saying. Look at Congress right now. Congress is so diverse now that it's unbelievable.
Under Trump or under Obama?
In general.
It's not as diverse as
it is more diverse than it ever has been. You have all of these, first of all, women. You have people of different races. You have people of races that have never been a part of Congress. Congress is extremely diverse right now. So with that said, it is possible to build at that type of empire. However, Johnson & Johnson didn't come out the gate like that. They didn't come out the gate right like that.
No, but because of the lobbyists and the folks they have in their pocket and they pull strings.
But you're talking about right now.
Because it's all, as my man GOP, rest in peace, would say, it's all politics. It's
Correct.
all about
the
good old boys network patting you on the back.
Why can't people do that right now?
200,000 people get killed, but you taking care of us.
That's
so
what I'm saying. You put forth the work, and you can get your little lobbyists if you want.
You can, but you can't afford them with the white man's money. Compared to a minority man's money,
that's why
what I'm telling you like this.
Do you know what we can do if we got behind somebody?
Black people, the black dollar is one of the most powerful dollars. We just use we just use it unwisely.
Yeah, we don't understand
that. And one of the things that we do is because we patronize non-black companies. We we follow other people's trends. We spend our money on stuff on bullshit. We don't instead of buying stuff that appreciates in value, we buy stuff that deteriorates in value the minute we leave the store.
But why do we do that?
Because we think
to keep up with the Joneses.
Because we think
equal.
Because we think it provides value when we have it. We don't know the true value of the concept.
Value of self.
Let me finish. We don't understand the concept of money. We don't understand the concept of value. I had a teacher tell me, if a child graduates college, the first thing we do is to get them a car. The minute they drive that car off the lot, it depreciates in value. If we took that same money and gave them a 40-year mortgage and a house, that would appreciate in value. And it would set them up fine. The thing is, we just we don't understand financials, and we choose to be ignorant. A lot of it's choice. A lot of it is, well, the white man didn't cheat. No, you had a choice. You can there's a way to go back and you go about learning certain things.
We all got a smartphone in
We
our pocket, but don't use it.
well, because you have a smartphone don't make you a smart person.
Yeah, but you gonna learn.
And the thing is, as I tell people this, when it was like about 10, 15 years ago, I was working at Blockbuster, right down Richmond Highway. And I was closing the store. And it was the store actually started to work at first, but I was closing the store. And there was a Spanish girl and there was a black guy. The black guy, his mother or something, like he knew how to do either sign language and computers. And the store was closing, and he was like, I was like, so what you gonna do when the store closes? He's like, well, I don't know. I could do this job with this computer, but my man worked there, and I don't really want to work with him. I said, how much would you be making? He said about $22 an hour.
Oh.
Why the fuck are you working why the fuck are you working here for $10 an hour when you could be making 12?
That's just stupid.
But then there was a Spanish girl. An interpreter came in that worked with the government, heard her interpreting somebody, and she offered her a job of being an interpreter. And she said, well, I don't want to take that. You know, it's a lot of work, this. I said, you know, the store's closing. And she was like, well, you know, and she was probably no more than 2022, and the job probably is going to pay damn near $30 an hour. Just to interpret a language that you speak regularly. And I just looked at both of them. I said, you know, I don't understand y'all because y'all just gave up too easy. And they was like, what do you mean? I was like, because I'm dyslexic. Everything I had to do, I had to fight twice as hard to get.
Right.
So I don't know what it's like to have the ability to give up.
Right.
And when I look at people and I look at society, we just give up too easy.
Yeah.
If someone says you can't do it, we just accept that we can't do it. You know, as a black person, someone says we can't buy that house, we just don't buy it.
Right. Well, some people, but yeah.
A lot of people do, not all, but that's the mentality.
Right.
If we all took the mentality of I can do whatever I put my mind to, or but yeah, I can do whatever I want to do.
Right.
They will put themselves in a better position. And I think that's what we're lost.
Right.
Because we limit the ceiling. We look at it and say, well, I can only go this high. The white man only gonna make me go. The white man only gonna let me be a G1, and I want to be a G4. But the white man told me, but you ain't never tried.
Right.
And maybe that one year they did tell you that you was gonna be a G1. But the next year they didn't tell you that. But you know what? You didn't try the next year. And the year after that, you didn't try neither.
Right.
You just accepted.
That's
that the fact that this is the ceiling and this is as far that you're going to get. And that's the biggest problem with black people.
They're accepting what other people are telling them that they can do.
We accept failure easily. We will not fight for success. I once had a friend, and we were all rapping and stuff like that, and he literally, great rapper, but he said, I don't want to be famous. But why are you going to the studio?
Right.
Well, you know, we all go, well, why are you even rapping if you don't want to do it?
Right.
Oh, you know, I don't
A
want.
successful rapper is going to be famous.
Yeah. And the thing was, we're taught, and I learned this, especially living in Virginia. Black people were taught to be scared of being successful. Black people were taught that, yo, this is how far that you can get. He went to work for a bank, and then even working for the bank, he was in a position for several years. And then finally somebody said, what happened? You moved up? And they were like, he was like, well, no one asked me. Because he was taught to fail.
Right.
And then someone finally put him in a better position. And then as he got in a better position, he wound up, I think, leaving the bank and went somewhere else because as he finally found his worth. You know, I've never been a person, I tell a job quick, my resume is impeccable. I will leave here in a minute. I told the job, look, you can take these keys. Like if you threaten me, if you're threatening to fire me, I can tell you now I can give you these keys and I'm gonna go to sleep tonight and I'm gonna find another job in the morning. Cause my resume is impeccable and I know what I bring to the table.
Right.
I will never let you put me. put me in a position where I can't win.
No, I don't think we want to know what
You
you're
want what I told the job before?
No, because you made people commit suicide, so we don't want to have that conversation.
Hey,
We're on a
It
positive.
wasn't directly implicated to me.
We're trying to have a positive conversation.
He decided to jump off a bridge after he lost his job. He
Yeah.
tough with me. It wasn't my fault. But
can we have a positive conversation here, sir?
Yeah, we can.
And here's the crazy part. I'm scared to ask, so please don't answer. I'm really concerned of whether or not you.
My evil Dr.
Hey,
Evil ass.
Hey, don't answer that. But it's just that we lack the times to be successful. And that's why people get comfortable in that glass ceiling. People get comfortable in saying, you know what, I don't want, I just want to be right here and I'm good.
Thought process and the systematic racism that's in this country that we have faced in others.
I feel like black people give up way too easy. You know, because I can tell you this. When I was in managers, weren't black. 20%. 20% from the time that I got there in selling plans and stuff. And he whips his ass.
Yep.
Amen, bro.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I've had a black woman as a manager. Amazing.
See?
Unfortunately.
Because we don't. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to put you in this other position and you'll be good.
Was it less than the 50?
Yeah. So, the job anyway, I was like, bet. I'll take